Honestly, I'm kind of okay with that. So what if we have
Oh.
horrors beyond my comprehension here?
Sorry, Cass Beaver's going mental.
They're catching on to our meth production. Oh Jesus, I'm lagging. My computer senses its obsolescence and knows it's being upgraded soon, so it's failing as hard as it can now. I'm on to you, computer gnomes.
I'm trying to find this gaming chair, but all I'm getting
Your sex toys.
is how sitting on a gaming chair tragically killed a 14-year-old. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh, okay, so that was actually a real thing. I think I know the story you're talking about. Yeah, so it turns out that most chairs that are like gas lifted and shit like that have a very, very, very small failure rate. But when they do fail, it sends the rod at the base of the chair up your ass and through your skull. That's not a joke. It will literally impale you from rear to, like, forehead. Which is gonna be one of the most gamer ways to go out ever, right? You are mid-screaming at somebody in, like, Rust or something, and all of a sudden you hear a loud boom, and then the person deceased. Little did you know their asshole just exploded from pure gamer. Speaking of which, I have just watched the new Minecraft movie. I'm not gonna lie. It was interesting. I'm not gonna say it was bad, but it certainly wasn't great.
Oh man, are you getting this shit in the UK over here? All the kids are tearing up the cinemas for some shitty TikTok trend. They've had to put loads of they've had to put loads of security on the cinemas. Fuck knows why. How fucking monkey kids. What the fuck's wrong with them? Jesus.
Bro, TikTok trends hit hard. You see, why can't things be simpler? When the dumb things kids would do would just get them killed and nothing else. Now they're over here polluting our airways, destroying our fetus, and infiltrating our TikToks.
But yeah, they've had to ban under 18s without adults in certain cinemas.
I can see that. I'm kind of surprised y'all even still have any cinemas open. Ours is shutting down just because nobody's going.
Well, yeah.
Piracy is just too beneficial.
We have a very nice boutique cinema about a mile from us, which is they put on weird art house films that we go to quite a lot, but like the general multiplexes and shit, we haven't been. But yeah.
Hell yeah, bring that money in. Yay, we're already up to 24K. We started with 3. We had 3K to start off with, and I was a little bit concerned it wasn't going to work. Now we got 24.
The good thing is about this one, they sell real ale. It's like £3 a bottle, so you can get absolutely shit-faced. But yeah, it's a proper boutique cinema.
Oh shit. They're going to those locations. That checks out. There's no gambling machines there. They can't profit in the same way. That's what you really gotta change. We gotta turn every movie theater into a casino. And that'll solve the problem.
You know what they did in the UK, right? So over here, when multiplexes came about, because a lot of our old cinemas were like one screen, massive Art Deco houses. And then in the 80s, when the multiplexes came about, a lot of them shut down and they changed them into bingo halls.
No,
so literally, they are actually doing what you're saying. They made them into bingo halls.
Well, thank fucking God. How else am I supposed to satiate my gambling addiction while abroad?
Well, one of them
I feel like we've made enough money. We can go up in evaluation. We're gonna go up to 150. Oh yeah, we're a high roller now. None of this peasant shit. These small gambles. Gambling and oops, millionaire? I might just be an accidental millionaire. There's nothing accidental about it. I started off the game 15 minutes later after a bunch of failed weapons runs. We're now spitting slots. And this time it's costing me a lot more than before. But hey, maybe we hit all sevens.
I know it's been a big show in the UK, but have you ever heard of a show called Peaky Blinders?
Oh yeah, no, that was super big here.
Yeah,
no,
so
I watched that.
So there basically was a theatre that was turned into a cinema, then was turned into a bingo hall, then was left derelict for years, and then it's been recreated back to its original form factor.
Hey, 15K. Oh yeah, go on.
But it's called the Plaza in Stockport, but it was actually used in Peaky Blinders quite a lot.
Oh shit.
Because it's like proper 1920s. But if you go on that link on the left-hand side, you'll see 360-degree tour. It's literally down the road from us. We go to it quite regularly. But that's had its whole life sort of, theatre.
So what I'm
cinema.
hearing here is that we shouldn't touch your cap because there's razor blades in it. And you're secretly a real gang member infiltrating these calls. Bro tells the casino how to place bets. I mean, I spin to win and sometimes I win the casino. Like, what happens when I can just buy the casino with the money that I've earned from the casino? There we go, another 15K in. Yep, we're at 45K, fellas. I feel like 45K is enough to up this to 200 per. That's $20,000 per jackpot. It's also $200 per loss. But what the fuck's a loss?
And you
Listen.
got 45 grand.
Yeah.
You only had like $50 before.
Yeah, you can look at my my bank account on my other side to see the real difference in where I am now and where I came up from. We should be able to buy the casino in the coming updates. No, yeah, he talked about buying the casino, and there is a mansion actually. I want to say this mansion right over here on the map that's untouched now, but is supposed to be the final house for you to buy. I think it's gonna cost 10 mil or something. 1 mil, 10 mil, something like that.
Oh, they've got to make it a riverboat casino. They've got a plot of water right there to put their riverboat casino.
That would be so cool if there was like casino shit inside. You could just gamble within the comfort of your own home. No real point though when you're as breaded up as the sausage.
There's a show recently that had a riverboat casino on it.
Keep on going. Lots and lots of half sevens.
Shit, what was that show?
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say it was The Price is Right for 500. I'm a real professional gambler.
Did you get Ozark? Wait, you obviously.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. I was thinking I think it was Breaking Bad then, but no, it was Ozark when they created a cinema just to fucking launder as much money as they fucking could.
And that checks out. I too like laundering money. Like I'm going to have to do because I'm gonna have to wait 5 weeks before I can deposit all this money.
We all know who opened up a casino and it failed because he didn't launder enough money.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
To quote Mr. Who the fuck was it from Fallout? The dude that runs fucking Las Vegas. Oh shit, I've already forgot the plot of New Vegas. Mr. House. To quote Mr. House, how do you go bankrupt owning a casino? Actually, I can find it.
Slaying called
Videos.
Megaloot.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck is that?
They really not watch it?
What's a beaver? Let me just go and feed beaver. Go and feed the beaver. And that is not a euphemism.
There it is! Watch out, Betty boy. You could lose money running a casino. Damn, when fictional insults end up actually being real. Also, let's see. This game called Megaloot, worth buying? Never heard of it. It could be. Let's take a look. It's looking mostly negative, so I'm gonna say this is not a vibe. Just off of first looks. It looks cool, but I wonder why people are so angry. Fantastic game when it first came out. Changes that made it unplayable. Was neat, but then came the big update, and for some reason, instead of focusing on new content, devs absolutely messed up functioning mechanics that made the game good. Since then, nothing happened. Apparently, they could care less about players' opinions, so be it. I probably wouldn't go with this game.
Mega bonk.
Mega Bonk, now that's a game to play right there.
This is where language barriers change, because a bonk in the UK is basically having sex, having a bonk.
Hey,
So,
fair
yeah,
enough. This is like that, but like 10 times better. You've never had a time like this, all right? They got some names in here, all right? I'm not trying to say they paid OF models, but Ariana Grande's there. I don't even know if that's somebody that does OF, but whatever.
Do you want me to tell you about Ariana?
Isn't she like she's like a witch in Wicked or something now, isn't she?
Yeah, I had never heard of her until a terrorist let off a bomb in my city and killed a load of people at one of her
Wait,
concerts.
that was at your city? I
Yeah,
remember
it's in
hearing
Manchester.
about that.
Yeah, it's in Manchester.
Oh, that's fucking wild.
My sister was there with her daughter, but they didn't see anything. They got ushered out their side.
That's
But yeah.
actually fucking nuts. Yeah, I knew about her
Mate.
because she was in a bunch of like Nickelodeon shit, I want to say. Or yeah, like
I'd never heard of her
Nickelodeon.
before. Yeah. But it's not, I mean, I was actually in Manchester City Centre when the largest explosion in the UK on soil since World War II ever went off.
Jesus Christ. She really pissed somebody off.
No, this was in 1995.
She was alive in 1995
Oh,
and
she
doing
IRA.
I was about to say, like, goddamn. She's secretly in her 90s. She just acts like she's in her 20s or 30s or 40s. How old is Ariana Grande? I'm looking this up. How old is Ariana Grande? She is 31 years old. Well, that checks out. 1993, so she was alive in 1995, dong. The Mandela effect is hitting.
So I was just on a train.
Is this
coming
safe
out
to?
of
Oh,
Manchester
this is
when
not
went
safe
off.
to watch on stream. Yeah, I'm not watching that on stream. That seems like that is skirting some lines there.
Weird thing is, largest landmass explosion in the UK since World War II. Nobody died. It was fucking and you
Miraculous.
Want to see the aftermath. I'll show you the news, which doesn't.
Beautiful. I love seeing the green bar on Twitch, Inspector. Thank you, Twitch. Enjoy my bitrate. Ah, yes, very delicious. Alright, more gamble, more win. Dong, wish me luck on these next spins. These next spins are directly related to your luck. Alright, let's see how you did.
You don't need luck. You don't need luck.
I do need luck. This is a casino, Dong.
Who the fuck owns it? Yeah, yeah, but looking at your win rate in this casino, I'm pretty sure your mighty leader might be the owner of this casino.
Well, let me just say, he says that we were gonna win very soon. All we had to do was say thank you.
Did you see the thing about memory?
Oh God, I listen, I tried my damnedest to follow modern US politics. I tried to stay out of it for a while. Then the new shit happened. I said, okay, I'm gonna buckle down and note every single thing that happens for 6 months. And Jesus Christ, I regret that. I have a document. I am not even shitting you. A document that is maybe a parchment paper as large as you, long, worth of every action that has been taken thus far. And it's depressing. It's depressing. Hold on. I'm gonna shoot this to you. Can I copy this all? Is this even possible?
Oh, just watch that last video.
Okay, let's not accidentally delete all of this. Okay. Dong, you ready for a very long content list?
Go on then.
I got you, buddy.
You DMing it me.
Oh my God, I'm at negative 16,000 words I can send on Discord. Your message of 20,255 characters needs to be shorter. I physically can't send this to you, it's so long.
I'll tell you what, because I trust you, I'll just send you my email address. I trust you.
Alright, bet.
I think I've known you long enough. What is it? 4 years? 5 years?
Okay, let's hope I do this right. Quick, leak it to the stream before I do anything else. We got him, boys. And that marks my first ever episode of Cybersecurity Investigations over with.
Oh, it took you 4 years. It was a 4-year setup.
What can I say? I like him trusting me.
Do you remember in Dumb and Dumber 2 where Harry?
Yeah, he's been faking it for 30 years.
Is that what it is?
You got me.
Got the attention span for that shit, mate. I am sorry, I'm calling you out right now.
Whoa,
You have not got the attention span.
I got amazing attention span, bro. I remember everything. All right, let's hope I get this right. Okay, I've either sending this to you or some absolutely random mad lad is getting this beefcake of a message.
Right. That was the email address of somebody that I know that works at GCHQ in the UK, which is like FBI. So yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Right. Don't worry.
Perfect. All right.
It was so funny because I did work for GCHQ. I did work for MI5. And one of the funniest things that I ever saw was a guy walk in with a pen drive.
All right.
And he was copying music that he downloaded off the internet onto PCs within the organization. And I just turned around and said, isn't that a security threat? And he turned around and went, nah, it'd be right.
I think it's sent? Yeah, it's sent. Yeah, give that a quick look over. Tell me if that's enough recording of data. And even that's missing things. Like, missing huge chunks of things. I had to take mental breaks throughout parts of this.
Defund Wikipedia. I read that one, mate. A lot.
Yep.
Do you want me to tell you what the worst thing is? I've heard of most of these.
Oh yeah, no, you probably have. You just probably forgot about them because there's just so much shit. That was my whole purpose, was that I wanted to record this just so that I could remember what's happened. And there's still too much. Even after writing it all down, I don't even know where to start.
The operation is over and the patient lived. Yeah, but he's in a fucking coma, eating through a tube, you dickhead.
Don't
to be
look
honest,
at the
it was
line
Trump's
going
doctors.
straight down, dong. It only matters when it goes up.
Worst thing is, it's Trump's doctors, so he's not even being fed through his mouth. He's going up his ass.
It really is. It's
But
the
yeah, watch
wildest
that
shit.
video. The one on his memory, that last link I put in your chat. Fucking hell, that proper made me laugh. Because it's just the ending. The build up to the end is fucking brilliant.
Maybe you're saying, hey, the man's pushing 80. Maybe it's not a matter of trying to shirk responsibility. Maybe he legitimately cannot remember any of this shit.
I have a good memory and all that stuff, like a great memory.
I have a great
I
memory.
have the best
One of
memory,
great
the
memories of
greatest
all
that I've
time.
ever seen. I talked to a memoryologist,
Well, then the only
and
other
he
thought
said
here is that
Donald,
the I don't know, I
you're
don't
the best.
remember is a cynical strategy to avoid the bug stopping anywhere near you and evading accountability at all costs. If only there was one clip that answered that question.
Watch it to the end because it's the end.
Definitively.
Did I say I have a great memory or one of the best in the world?
One of the best in the world is what the reporter quoted you to say.
I mean, I don't remember that.
well, you know, I gotta be on the side of myself on this one. Listen, you gotta hear me out, dog. You gotta hear me out. Listen, my memory is selective, all right? Sometimes it's really good, and sometimes it's like Sleepy Joe Biden. Really, you gotta take the highs without the lows. And with me, it's full throttle, no stop, baby. Just ask Stormy Daniels. All night. No stop, no rubber.
And with that one, I was removed off the internet forever. Alright, spin to win. That gamble may not have worked out for us, but this gamble certainly will. And I shall keep pulling, and keep pulling, and keep pulling, and my God, I will keep pulling, and keep pulling, and Jesus Christ, I will keep pulling. There will never be a stop.
When did you 58 you turn up?
On the 15th, so Tuesday.
15. Yeah.
I know, right? It's so long away. For a fucking nearly fucking, what is it, $1,300 product, $1,200 product. I should be getting that shit like same day delivered to me on a fucking red carpet.
Fucking Amazon drone.
I mean, shit, like a fucking Tesla Cyberbot. Where the fuck's my robots?
Yeah, I'm not going to be upgrading this PC for a long while now after. Yeah, there's just no point. I'm happy with how it runs.
No, that's fair. Yeah, I should have probably gone with a TI Super when I had the chance, back when they were still super cheap, and I was asking Twitter if it was a good idea to update or not, or upgrade or not. I knew what they were gonna say, I just didn't want to spend the money, and I wanted them to tell me not to spend the money, but...
Yeah. I mean, we have a sort of if a product, graphics cards, it's got to make at least 50% difference for you to actually be noticeable in gaming. Obviously not in AI workloads, but that's kind of the baseline, and 30% for CPUs. Because we get so many people who turn around and say, I've got an i5 and I want to jump to an i7. I mean, I had a guy the other day He's got an i5 without efficiency cores. I can't remember. It's 12400F, and he wanted to go to a 12600F. And the only thing it adds is efficiency cores. Makes zero difference, but he was willing to spend 300 quid on it. So at that point,
maybe if he does like a lot of background stuff.
No, well, yeah,
like
but not much. All he wanted to do was play at 2K. But the worst thing is, Sausage, he only wanted to buy a 4060 because he's got a 2070 at the moment. And it was like, look, save your money on the CPU, spend your money on the GPU, and then
that
look
depends.
at upgrading.
If you get the 4060 Ti 16 gigabyte edition, not bad.
Yeah, but the problem is the 4060 Ti 16 gig edition at this moment in time
It's like $1,000, yeah.
in the UK is about 500 quid.
Oh, okay,
And
that's actually way cheaper.
For the 5070, it was only 560 quid. But he was pushing the limit of his budget, so I was like, save your fucking money, get the 5070. In actual fact, fuck it right off, buy a 1000-watt power supply instead of a CPU. Because he wants to keep his own motherboard and shit like that, so it was just no point.
Yeah,
You constantly battling against Reddit and PC Part Picker, and the difference between compatibility and suitability. He's got a fucking 80 quid motherboard. I can't remember what it was.
Oh my god, it came from like a pre-built, didn't it? It was an upgraded pre-built. Yeah, it's always what it is.
PC.
I know too many people that are like, bro, but the deal is so good on the pre-built, and it is like genuinely like the deal is good, but I always got to be like, you're gonna need to rebuild the whole thing from scratch, whether it's not now, but probably later in the future. Every single piece of that is coming out, and you're putting a new one in because you're gonna suffer.
The amount of people that say, well, I've got a H510 board and it says that a 13900K will run on it. Yeah, but it'll thermal throttle on the VRMs to shit and you'll never get that performance.
It's just
then you wonder why it's starting fucking fires.
Well, for a while, the general PC advice is that it really didn't matter which motherboard you went. I'd say like before Ryzen became like really, really big and dominant in the market, the general consensus was as long as it's compatible with the CPU, it'll be pretty much fine.
No.
There were feature differences. There were feature differences between the two ones, right? There was the low end and then the high end SKUs with Intel, I believe, and they would like take a couple things off.
VRM throttling has been a massive issue going right back to Pentium 4 on Socket 775.
Really?
Low end motherboard, low end motherboards, because it limits the amount of voltage. So it stops it getting, anywhere. It stops even the static clocks back then, before we had precision boost and scalers and this, that, and the other. It actually stopped it at ascertaining the default level. So it was just ridiculous. But
I remember there was like a Linus video or something that he did back in the day to like cement the tip. I remember that shit being told to me, that it doesn't really matter what motherboard you got. I know that's not true now, but
it's not been true
Linus.
ever. It's not been true ever, other than going back to Pentium 3 pre-Coppermine. Coppermine was where it really got introduced. Pentium 3 around 1998, 1999. Then it became different.
Yeah, here we go. To be honest, 3 years ago.
Don't quote fucking Linus at me. When he's got a master's in electronic engineering, then I'll listen to the cunt. Otherwise, he's just.
Oh no! I 100% get that, but like this is where this comes from.
Oh yeah, in terms of performance, it depends. But what's he comparing it to? H610. Is there any low-end boards?
An H510 in this case.
H510M.
Yeah. And a B560, Z590.
But those VRMs are going to be throttling to shit at 105 degrees, and the motherboard will last about, if you get a year out of it, you'll be fucking lucky.
Yeah. They don't really mind that though, as long as it works now.
Yeah, but here's the thing: in the EU, it has to last a minimum of 2 years, and to be honest,
for
on
real?
PCs, you have to give 3 years. So a lot of the system builders have started realizing that putting H510 boards in, it doesn't quite wash. They'll put in like
I mean, as long as you give support, would that
560?
not?
Mm.
Like, as long as you support them and be like, oh yeah, we'll replace it if it fails, then you should be
But yeah,
covered.
but-
Because like you could say, we have no idea that it was gonna fail. We tested it with an i3 and it worked
Yeah,
just
and it'll
fine.
work on the initial. But if you look at the second in the B560M Pro 4
Yeah.
compared to the H510M at the beginning of that graph, right? You can see the performance difference. That motherboard is only about an extra £20 from the H510. So system builders have started realizing it's worth just paying that extra 20 quid in the off.
That is fair.
Because
yeah.
one, it gives you longevity. You know, I'm not talking you have to spend a shitload more, but it is about longevity. Because when that H510 board fails in 14 months, they've got to replace it. And guess what? In the EU, the warranty restarts. So get another 14 months in, they've got to replace it again. And it carries on like that.
Oh
if the same product
shit.
fails.
Okay.
So
So
we
it's a
have different
forever
laws
warranty.
over here. So yeah.
I mean, that's
doesn't
kind of a
quite work
sick
over
deal,
here.
though. Not gonna lie. There's some dude out there that has just been banking off that fact for the longest time. He's just been like,
Oh, yeah.
I get free 2-year replacements of my computer every 2 years, and they're required to do it by law.
we do. Well, it doesn't quite work like that because it's up to a maximum of 4 years. That's the maximum that they have to support it.
Oh, okay.
So-
At least it's reasonable. Okay, at least that's somewhat
Yeah.
reasonable. It would be so
So
funny,
if it-
bro. Just some dude hitting that over and over and over again, like the jackpots
Yeah,
were
yeah.
hitting.
So the minimum is 2 years. That's what we have to have. So you imagine that a H510 board goes down after 14 months. It's still in warranty. It goes down again after 14 months. It's out of the initial 2-year warranty, but still within the warranty period for the replacement part. So then it has to be replaced again. And it's up to a maximum of 4 years. So they could effectively end up replacing that motherboard 3 times for the lifetime of the PC, where it's just cheaper to spend the extra 20 quid to get a better quality motherboard. So it's difficult in the UK because we have to deal we deal with a lot of sourcing for warranty parts for some of the big PC builders, and they come back to us and go, yeah, we offered it with a fucking 15-year warranty. It's like, who was smoking crack when you decided that? You know what I mean?
I'm still surprised there weren't more people selling off those super weird Chinese X99 boards that started appearing on the market. Did you ever hands-on with one of those?
No,
I gotta
no.
play around with a few.
Yeah.
Toad even bought one.
unfortunately- Wait, did he?
Yeah.
We have never touched them because of the simple fact they only offer 3-month warranties, and even though they're cheap, you know, for a good PC, we have to honour warranty, especially if we sell stuff retail to customers.
No, that's fair in the UK. I meant more like here in the US where we don't have that.
Yeah, you don't give a shit, do you?
Nope, your shit fails. Good luck. Yeah, we just got rid of our crypto investigations. We don't investigate crypto scams. It's so
Good.
bad
Oh,
now that CoffeeZilla. Yeah, go pull up CoffeeZilla right now. I think it's on Voidzilla or one of those right now. No, I'm not even
Wait.
joking. There is a clip of him crying on camera over the fact that he might be out of a job now because no matter how good of an investigation he does, literally nothing can be done about it.
Wait.
I swear to God.
So you've stopped investigating?
Fraud. Yeah. It's as dumb as it sounds.
Just at the same time that this happens.
Oh, who would have guessed? It's coincidental.
It's
That was 6
coincidental,
months.
isn't it?
That was 6 months ago. But yeah,
Oh, was it?
yeah. Trump had his crypto coin a long time ago. He's been pumping and dumping that shit for a while. He was never going to be under investigation for that shit, though. What this does do is it bails out all of his friends that did invest a large amount of money into crypto scams to scam a lot of people that would have then faced charges for it. Those people now get to walk away scot-free without any sort of investigations. Good for them. Everybody knows that's just the smart thing to do, though. You really want somebody pulling the smart moves, like bailing your rich friends out of jail. Actually, wait, I think I have a quote from this. Hold on. I want you to watch this with me, Dong. I think you'll get a kick out of this.
There you go for it. Oh, sorry, I can't hear you. I've muted your stream. Sorry.
Oh. No, I sent it to you
Oh.
on Discord.
Yeah. Oh, the dictator. Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen. Did you ever see his Ali G Trump
Oh, yeah.
interview?
I've seen all that shit. Yep.
It's fucking
He's
genius.
hitting the fucking ball on the head
Fucking
so
genius.
fucking hard now, bro. It hurts how fucking accurate this is.
Oh, mate. Fuck, this proper mate. It still makes me laugh to this day.
It hurts. It hurts me. It hurts me down to my yeah. There we go. How long ago did that movie come out?
Well, if you go back and watch Borat, it's, you know,
Yeah.
I think that was the funny thing about the South Park trailer, was, you know, back in when South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut was released, what was it, 1999? So 26 years ago, they thought, what could we make the most ridiculous political statement ever? And that was, the US is going to go to war with Canada. And
Yep.
that was the fucking genius, because they've not had a series for nearly 3 years. So they had to bring it back, because fucking hell, Donald Trump has given that much material. He's given everybody that much material. I put the news on in the UK in the morning while I'm working, and we're going, what's the fucking orange what's it done now? You don't know what a what's it is, do you?
Oh, who's it? Oh, what's it? Oh, whatchamacallit? Of course I know what all these words mean. What's it to you, buddy?
So everybody over here calls him an orange what's it.
Hi, what's going on? Oh, we're spinning to winning in Schedule 1 at this point, just shooting the shits. It's pretty much just 4 a.m. We started off with a mere 3 grand. We're at a very, very happy and respectable 63,225. It's beautiful. Absolutely fucking glorious. Alright, go on, Dong.
It's like a, I don't know, it's like a cheesy, I don't know what you call them in the US. That's what they look like. But everybody over here calls him the orange what's it.
I'm sorry.
Everybody knows him. Even the news presenters call him that.
Oh, a Cheeto! Those are just Cheetos!
They're not as dense as a Cheeto. They're very light. They're not as dense as a
No,
Cheeto.
no, 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 no. That's just a Cheeto, bro.
It's not a Cheeto.
That is a
Trust me,
Cheeto.
there's a
No,
massive
no, no, no,
difference.
no, no, no. That is a
It's not
lie.
a Cheeto.
That is a
It's
lie.
not a Cheeto. Let me find.
Hold
the
on,
video.
hold on. Let
I
me
would
pull up
tell
this
it.
picture for everybody to see. This is what he's
Yeah, it
talking
looks
about right here. Am I the only one that's watching? No. Oh my god. No, this is just Cheetos. Bro, this is just
No, it's
Cheetos.
not. It's not. It looks like one, but it's not.
I'm pulling up a picture of
Another
a Cheeto.
notable
We are
difference
side by
between
siding
Cheetos
this.
and Wotsits can be found in their textures and shape. Cheetos are known for their unique shape, resembling small elongated tubes with pointing ends. Texture is crunchy with a slightly airy and melt in your mouth quality. Wotsits, on the other hand, have a distinct shape, resembling puffed up cheese doodles. They have a light and airy texture with a denser crunch compared to Cheetos. Trust me, I know a lot of Americans who have come over here and said, "Oh, what's this? It's just Cheetos." And then they have them and they go, "They're not Cheetos." It's like, yeah, no, they're not Cheetos. They're what's this? They
Open
look
image,
like
a
it,
new
honestly.
tab. Okay. Okay, now we can compare this 1-to-1. And we'll let them decide.
Yeah, but it's all in the texture and the flavor profile.
I'm
It looks
sorry.
similar.
I'm sorry.
You can argue all you want. I've had both, and I'm telling you now.
And I've only had one. What can I say?
My palate is fantastic. I can taste
You
things
are in
from
no
miles
position,
away.
young man, to make a decision if you only had one. But yeah, they are different. They're a lot airier. What's this? They taste. I think that's why they call them a cheesy what's it, because it's a bit airy. It's not as dense. Although I suppose an orange Cheeto would work as well.
I mean, they pretty much just are Cheetos. It's a less
So no,
cheesy
when
It's
you-
a less cheesy Cheeto.
It's the cheese is there. It's in
It's
the
just
crunch
an
and the
O.
density.
What you're telling me is that this is just an O. They got rid of the cheat, and now they're presenting you the O. The silence is confirmation. I do
Sorry,
believe.
I was just going for edge. No, Cheetos were actually introduced in the UK as a competitor to what's this? Seriously. So we have both.
What now? You telling me there was a great Cheeto and What's It war?
Seriously.
What was the date of this war? I'm gonna talk about this like it's a major historical event for the next
Here we go.
month.
Here we go. I found a video with a proper review.
A proper review. So as I'm tasting this, I'm detecting subtle summer notes with a
There you go.
orange twist. Let's see. They've even got the same type of bag. They're the Walker's version of Cheetos. I can't believe this. Walker's brand, which is really secretly Lay's in disguise,
No. Wait.
is making their own Cheeto. This bastardization of American food has to stop.
Wait.
You guys have conquered enough.
No, stop there. Originally, as they explained, the What's It's brand were manufactured by a crisp manufacturer in the UK called Golden Wonder, and they got bought out because, honestly, if the crisp wars in the UK are real. I know you call them chips over there, but the crisps over here. Trust me, I've got another video actually about Golden Wonder and what happened. It was all to do with strikes and shortages, but they got bought out. 2002, Golden Wonder decided to sell What's-Its to Walker's, Lay's in the US.
I can't handle this disrespect. Us here in the great states of America eat our Lay's chips.
Yeah, it's Walker's over here.
Walker's chips are delicious, though. Prawn and
There's a-
cocktail.
there's an-
Quality.
Oh, there's a ghost hunter that's come over to the UK, and I've been watching him quite a lot.
A ghost hunter.
It's
But
called
you're-
Kalani Ghost Hunter.
So what I'm
And
hearing
he's been
here is
doing a
the
lot of
UK is
food stuff.
haunted.
Yeah, all of it's haunted.
Fake Cheetos, hauntings. Is it possible that they're related? You guys ever think about that? You guys created this unholy bastardization of the Cheeto, and so the ghosts have decided to enact their revenge by invading the UK en masse. It might also have to do with part of the world conquering stuff from earlier, but that's besides the point. It's really the Cheetos that they're angry about. You see, when you die, you get a choice between Cheetos and What's-Its, but they're never named, so people always end up picking the wrong one. And thus, they end up coming back to the planet to haunt you. It all makes sense now.
No, so this guy came over and he's been doing more food stuff because he came over ghost hunting and then sort of realised that we have a lot more in terms of food standards than you do in the US.
What?
And
I've never
every
heard of a
American I know-
standard.
But everybody that I know who's come over from the US has gone, because the US's ideal is that the UK has bad food, England has bad food, and that ideology comes from the fact that a lot of American GIs after World War II, when we were still in rationing, had shit food over it. So this ideology has been since the late 40s. So when people come over here and actually have food in the UK, they're actually, fucking hell, I'm so surprised. So
Oh no,
this
UK
American
food's
guy-
delicious.
I don't know, it depends where you go. There's a lot of fucking hit and miss.
I don't know.
But it is,
Give me a
it's interesting
simple
to watch.
dish of gravy, some Yorkshire pudding, mashed potato, a little bit of lamb, mint sauce. That works.
Oh, gravy in America. What the fuck are you doing with gravy, man?
What do you mean gravy? Gravy's fucking delicious. You fill that shit up like a boat. Well, like a reverse boat. And then you
Just
put
like
some meat
flour.
inside of there. Just fucking
Yeah, I mean,
delicious.
it's-
Give that a try. If you have not done that yet, you have to. You cannot in good
I'm
consciousness.
talking American
Not-
gravy.
American gravy is still
American
delicious.
gravy, grits and gravy.
Oh.
It's,
You don't ever really mix grits with gravy. As somebody that lives in South America, or like not in South America, but in southern USA.
No, to be honest, the only time I've ever tried them was when I was in Texas. So
yeah, it's
I don't know,
biscuits and gravy. You'd want to mix your
biscuits.
biscuits.
Gravy. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
because the biscuits
and
will fall apart into the gravy, and it becomes like this weird bread soaked up goodness. I don't know. You're basically just eating a biscuit with stuff with extra steps, but it's delicious. And then grits are usually just water, grits, a little bit of salt, maybe some extra seasonings for flavor. That's about it. They're kind of just there for extra existence. They're fucking good though. They're really just salty more than anything, but yeah, fucking good. Like oatmeal. Nobody eats oatmeal because they wanted to eat oatmeal. Grits are there to be the oatmeal replacement. They're just a little bit better than oatmeal.
See, I tend to have oatmeal with blueberries and a sprinkle of honey. For
Okay,
breakfast.
okay, I'm talking plain oatmeal. You don't get shit. There's no
shit,
apple slices.
fucking
They're
plasterboard.
You get raw Quaker Oats. Fucking. Wait, do you guys have Quaker Oats? Is it a thing in the UK?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Okay,
think
yeah.
Quaker Oats actually originated over here.
Did it? I mean, probably. That brand's probably fucking older than my country.
Most likely.
Did
Let's
you
have a
know
look.
that the banana company fucking like the most Chiquita, the banana company is responsible for 3 government overthrows? That was a fun fact I learned the other day. That's not a joke. Go ahead, Google search it.
Have you ever heard of a drink called Iron Brew?
Iron Brew. That's no
Right.
idea.
So in the UK, it's a very, very popular, drink. But everybody thinks it comes from Scotland, but it doesn't actually come from Scotland. And when you tell a Scottish person this, it's a fun fact. If anybody's Scottish you ever come across, and they go Iron Brew, because Iron Brew outsells Coca-Cola in Scotland like 5 to 1. It's ridiculous. And everybody in Scotland thinks it comes from Scotland, but it didn't. The guy who invented it is Scottish, but he was in fucking Jamaica when he created it. So it actually
It was the
comes from
weed.
Jamaica.
It's always the weed. Also, I'm up to $149,000 right now. You know what? We're betting $1,000 a roll now.
Let's have a look. Quaker Oats. Originate. Oh, it did come from Ohio in 1877.
Oh. Look at that. Trying to steal another thing. I can't believe you guys.
I'm pretty sure the oats were a thing far before he
No,
we
no.
got-
Quaker Oats invented the oats. How dare you? They petitioned God himself for them. They were dubbed the Oat Wars of O. That's the year O, as in 0, before the year calendar had even begun.
So we have Scots oats over here. Which
Okay.
Is very similar to Quakers. And they, yeah, that's going back to like fucking pre-Christ days.
Nah. Not real. There's only one true oat brand in the world. That is Quaker. They beat me every time I say
2000.
anything otherwise.
The oat was first cultivated in Asia and Europe 2,000 years BC.
Fake news.
Fake news. So don't worry, that's only what? 3,850 years before America was formed. So
Yeah, bro,
America
they
was
they
there.
plotted that shit. They had a fucking oracle with them who predicted that we'd be here like saying this shit, so they wrote it in a scroll, but the scroll was just cap. They called it scroll cap back then, but we don't know that yet. We keep on spinning.
I know I've googled this, but bread's interesting. I know it sounds shit, but bread is on every continent, and every continent has a style of bread. And
Well,
bread-
yeah, because that was like the easiest food to make. It's like very, very easy. It's not a
So
good
bread
loaf
is-
of bread, but you can make bread like purely off of wheat, grinding it into a powder.
How many? Right, sausage. Let's do a gamble here. How many years do you think bread was introduced to mankind? How many?
Oh,
years?
it took tens of thousands. We did a lot of hunting and gathering until some mad lad was wandering around and was like, huh, if I beat the shit out of people with this stick, it falls apart into pieces. I wonder what happens if I keep beating the shit out of it. And then a couple more years passed from that. That dude probably died and told a bunch of people about it. And later on, some other kid, while bored, was probably like, hey, what if I beat this shit into a powder again? But like, what if we set it on fire? And then they set it on fire and they got bread.
I don't know how you make bread sausage, but that is not how you make fucking bread.
It's close enough.
But
Beat it into a powder, then you add water to it, and then you set it on fire.
And yeast.
You get wild yeast. Back then, the yeast would have come wildly.
But it's 22,000 years ago. That's what they estimate the first bread.
Wait, only 22,000 years ago?
22,000. That's the earliest recorded back in Jordan.
Oh, okay. That's just the earliest recording we have of bread.
Yeah.
I really doubt
probably
that's our
before.
actual start time of bread. We most certainly had it longer than that.
Yeah, I think it might have gone a bit moldy if it was that old.
I just figure most people probably wouldn't write or draw about their food sources usually. Like their hunting like stuff and stuff like that, duh. Because they want to be able to like point and show people and be able to like get across like thoughts to others about like where the food is, what food is delicious, you know, stuff like that. So that would actually be handy to have on the walls. But like there's probably not too much of a purpose just having drawings of bread. How to make bread would definitely be helpful, right? But
I bet you any money there's an Egyptian hieroglyphic, because the Egyptian hieroglyphics are the oldest glyphic of bread. I bet you any money there's an hieroglyphic for bread.
oh, there's probably one, yeah. They have a hieroglyphic for most of them.
There you go. The letter T in the hieroglyphic script is a representation of a small loaf of bread.
Yeah.
And that's what, 18, it must be 15,000 years ago. You know, Cleopatra is nearer to the iPhone these days than she was to actually the pyramids.
Yeah, that fact's
Right,
always
so-
super weird to me.
It's just time, mate. It's just time.
Ah. We're progressing so much
You're-
faster now. We're watching
You're the
basically
old-
entire civilizations rise and fall now, just in tiny black boxes.
Well, let's scale it back a bit. I remember going to the cinema as a kid and watching Back to the Future. And in 1985, going back 30 years was another world. But when they went forward 30 years, yeah, we passed that 15 years ago.
Oh my god, I
So
actually ran out of money.
Oh my god.
It took me setting the machines to 1,000 per, but I finally ran out of money. Look at that. Damn. I just lost $250,000. Alright, well, we're back where we started, fellas. We're actually, if you think about it, exactly where we should be in the game. I like to think of that as a massive success. How the fuck did I out-gamble myself that hard? How the fuck did I get... Oh, god damn it.
Donald Trump is sat in the Oval Office laughing at you now, going, I got you.
He might have.
I got you in my casino.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to rob people the good old-fashioned way. Hi, buddy.
A pyramid in the background.
Shh. Don't talk about it. My schemes aren't
It's
shaped
not
like
a-
a pyramid. Everything's shaped like a pyramid. You're shaped like a pyramid. Alright,
But
$1,000.
There's pyramids in the background, isn't there? I never
Huh?
noticed that. There's pyramids in the background. I never noticed that.
In the game?
Yeah. If you look to the skyline, turn left. No, right a bit.
That?
Yep, to the left. If you look to the skyline behind the buildings, there are they are the pyramids of Giza. There's 3 of them popping up behind the.
Those are just
Yeah, that way.
mountains.
Are they just mountains?
Those are just mountains.
Ah. There's just one that was very.
Too many
It was
trips
very
to
pointy.
Egypt.
Look at that! They smoke a shitload of weed over there, mate. Honestly.
Oh shit, I can just enter in whenever I want. I don't give 2 shits. Take that. And take some of that. All right. We'll play Ride the Bus.
Somebody blew up our local cash point. Our local cash point's about 700 meters from our house. Somebody blew it up the other week. I don't know what they fucking used, but I went to use it.
Maybe lower.
And I'll actually send you the image. I went to use it, and this is what I found.
Alright, bail out and collect my funds. Okay, I can do this. I can actually make money in this. Shit. Maybe I can't. Red again. Bet. It's a 10. Gonna be lower. Bet. 10 to 2. Chances are this is inside, but I'm actually just gonna collect and bail. Be red again. Bet. This is gonna be higher. Outside. What the fuck? Okay, red. It's an 8. It's probably gonna be higher. I'm running out of money here.
Go and sell some drugs, honestly. Getting so sidetracked with gambling.
Dong, gambling is what matters in this game. Son of a bitch. It's okay. It's okay. I can gamble my money back. Whatever I've lost.
Son of a bitch. That was the quickest turnaround of history. You hadn't even finished saying what you were going to say, and you were son of a bitch.
It's okay. It's okay. I didn't need that money anyway. That money was holding me back, Dong. It's okay. I'll just bet down to $10. It'll be fine. You know what they say? Every good gambler quits right before their big win. I'm not that good of a gambler, so I'm not going to quit before that big win, Dong. What do you take me for some sort of plebeian? Somebody that would fall for these scams?
I'm thinking you need to create a strain of weed that makes everybody easily susceptible.
I already got it. It's my OG Kush. I'm smoking that shit right now. All right, $10 to spend.
The kind of susceptibility where it's like, yeah, it's $50, now it's $70, now it's $100. Actually, I'm just talking about crack, aren't I?
Yeah. All right, come on, game. I'm hearing dings. Boom! $1,000. Now we're gonna double what we had. Look at that. I've created a surefire gambling method. I can't lose now, Dong. Just because I lost then does not mean I'll lose now. Uh-oh. These machines aren't winning. Come on, machines, start winning. Okay, that one did good. Come on, machines.
So you know when we hijacked somebody's clap.
The clap is something entirely different here.
The clan, on top. Not clap.
Oh!
Yeah, the clap is the same over here as it is over there, mate. The clap.
That's what I was about to say.
So there's a French clan that I keep on coming against. TTAOB, they're called. TAOB.
So what I'm hearing here is that I gotta boot up Call of Duty for one last run-in to indoctrinate another clan into the Sausage Fest. I've taken too many, dog. I'm the owner of like 5 Call of Duty clans at this point. One of them is supposedly MLG certified, is whatever the fuck that guy said.
So, I changed my clan tag mid-game just to join their clan. The problem was they were all talking French, and my French isn't that good. So they were like, who the fuck's this Dong? All I could hear was something, Dong Johnson, something.
I've got an idea. We can use GPT's advanced voice model. As long as we can understand what they're saying, we'll feed it into the AI and then have the AI speak for us.
During a fast-paced first-person shooter, mate, that's easier said than done.
Oh, who said that we have to actually play that? That's only when we're actually kicking their ass.
No, I was joining their matches. They invited me to a lobby. They thought I was one of them for about 3 hours on Wednesday morning until some guy turned around and then kicked me from the group. So I think they cottoned on to the fact that I was an imposter. But it took them ages.
You're a fake oh shit. She was trying to snitch on us. She was trying to break our habits. I don't have a problem. You have a problem. Yeah.
Throw her in the sea. Throw her in the sea, quick.
You know what? You're right.
Start smelling.
1.
There's an incinerator somewhere, isn't there? Where you can put bodies. There is.
Not that I know.
I've seen it. Let me find where the incinerator is.
$13. Boom. That's $13 worth of more gambling I'm doing. Can I rob you again? I cannot, but I can rob you. $42. That is like 2 more slot machine runs right there. You see, this is a good casino. Contributing it to their customers. Really helping me win big. I'm gonna win with this money. Just you watch. Oh yeah, this is the one. I'm feeling it now. Just like Mr. Krabs, I'm also overdosing on ketamine. All spins, all wins. I have become gamble incarnate. I will never stop gambling. For the gambler is my inner spirit animal, from which I will never return. I'm worth $2,000. Not a great amount of money. But the moment that I hit big, my life will change. I'll be able to get out of this slum. I'll be able to afford the big leagues. Just like Grandpappy Sausage always talked about. Grandpappy Sausage before he was brutally and violently dismembered by the anti-sausage establishment. That's no laughing matter there, dog. Don't think that won't happen to you.
Kath made an absolute massive faux pas. Yesterday I went out into the centre of Manchester, did the art gallery, the museum, had a wander round. And Kath, we were talking about, we went to university at the same place, Manchester Metropolitan University, and when we went past the student union, it's not student union anymore. So we were talking about it. She went, "Oh, I, in the middle of Manchester." She turned around and really loudly professed that she joined so many groups at the student union, one of them being the BNP. Now, for your information, what she actually meant was the BWP, which is the British Wildlife Protection. The BNP is the British National Party. That's it. And I had to question her. The BNP, and she went, "Yeah, the BNP." I was like, "You joined the BNP?" It's like, what? Why didn't you tell me this 13 years ago? She just sort of looked at me and went, "No, it's the BWP, the British Wildlife Party." I was like, "Yes, BNP is British National Party." She went, "Oh no, I didn't join that."
Yeah, that's what you think. She's actually been our largest donor 15 years in a row.
I thought the moustache was a giveaway to her.
It was the Groucho glasses that really hit it, but he'll catch on eventually.
Did you see Elon Musk's live stream?
Oh yeah, how he got bullied off of the game that he's number 8 in the world in. Ah, poor Elon. All that money and he couldn't afford a YouTube tutorial.
Was that on Path of Exile? I thought it was
Yeah, it
on
was-
Elden Ring.
No, it's Path of Exile. He hasn't touched Elden Ring.
Oh. Because it was the tutorial.
Yep, for the game that
I
he's
swear.
supposedly the number 8 in the world in. Yeah, you know, maybe in hindsight you can brag about other things as the richest man in the world and not your gaming prowess.
Yeah, he can brag about how he's got 19 kids he never sees.
Yeah. It's wild. Why do people hate me? I have never done anything wrong. I have hurt no person.
Well, there was one bit when he was talking about unelected officials in the Oval Office and how it makes it a bureaucracy rather than a democracy. And he sat there and it's like, you're that person. Do you not realise that what you're talking about at this moment in time is you? Because you are an unelected official. And it was just like, I just sat there and I was actually, you know, when you wake up sometimes and you think, you know, you've slipped into an alternate reality.
I'm sorry, you lost me at when I wake up I think? I don't think. I know, dong. I'm about to break out of money here too. Jesus Christ. Dong, how am I losing all my money? This has been so foolproof. This has never failed me. Has my luck finally run out?
Yeah, a casino has been taken over by an actual adequate owner.
I can't believe this. They would functionally remove me from this here casino. I may have hit like a jackpot limit, honestly.
Yeah, I think you have. You've definitely been. There's some kind of soft cap on the casino.
There probably is, and I've most certainly hit it.
Yeah. Go and make some drugs. There's a drug dealing game and you're sat in the casino.
Oh, wait, I'm going to jail. Oh, I'm wanted dead or alive already.
Oh, fucking hell.
I mean, my weed still isn't full. Oh, wait, it needs water. So peaceful. Alright, to sleep. All right, I have an idea. So if we quit, and we go back,
Reloading. The character models look very Adult Swim kind of.
yeah,
I don't know, Rick and Morty-esque. You know what I mean?
they're already
think that's
getting
why everybody
sued from
likes it.
drug dealer simulator, so that's another one to add to the suit. All right, let's see. Anybody want anything? Nope. Everybody's mad that I've been gambling for too long. Oh, no, you want it. Yeah, there you go. All right, this is my 4th ever drug deal.
Come on, you need to fucking step it up, sausage.
Step it up. I had $100 and something thousand. Thank you very much. I lost it all
Yeah,
in
and you pissed-
gambling, but
Yeah.
I assure you it was great.
I know what happened there.
No, you don't.
Trump was the original owner. He sold it to Elon.
Oh, true.
That's what happened at the casino. Nobody wins at Elon's casinos.
Thank you. Can I rob this guy?
Sure.
Ah. Oh, damn! She crazy. Ludwig, buddy. Oh. Neat. Oh,
You're
wait.
not a very socially minded civilian, are you?
What do you mean socially? I am very, very well adept at what I do. I make money with the little things.
Yeah, the baseball bat.
Well, yeah. Makes you a lot of money. Thwap. Thwap. Watch as I make 3 more stacks of money. Who needs to sell drugs when you have an economy like this? Look at that. That's 3 sales made right there. I think I can honestly sell him this skateboard for more. What's something that I can buy for cheap? I'm gonna upcharge him on something. We're gonna make back our money. Purchase a banana.
Oh god. I may have accidentally thought about something that maybe hasn't been done. Let me just double check this.
Not true. It's been done by another sausage 3 years ago.
Nope, it's not been done. It's not been done.
Okay, I want to sell
Obviously,
you something.
there's a drug dealer simulator. OnlyFans simulator.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
You've got to get your OnlyFans account. You know, you start off jerking off donkeys around the back of the fucking 7-Eleven, and you get up to the couch, the famous,
Oh, the casting couch? Ooh.
the casting couch.
That's what needs to happen. Now
There
with
is
my...
an OnlyFans mod for Sims 4.
Oh, well, that checks out.
A full game based on it.
Okay, successfully took $31. $55. Look at that.
Bring in the horse semen. It should be an add-on for this game, actually, shouldn't it?
Oh shit! What, more horse semen? There is already horse semen.
Yeah. You need a crack den, an OnlyFans lounge. Yeah. Oh, you're going back to gambling, sausage. Off to therapy for you. I'm gonna tell your mom.
I made the money that I said I was gonna make. I did. I sold one single pair of drugs, and
yeah, and then you've gone back to gambling it.
It's just simply better.
Rubbing his grubby little hands as we speak.
Well, he's about to start losing a lot of money.
Yeah, but you're losing it all.
What do you mean I'm losing it all? I'm winning. I'm literally Charlie Sheen, bro. I got tiger's blood.
You are hovering around 2,700.
I have tiger's blood. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, okay, it's slowly increasing. I'll let you off.
See?
You still could make more money by just selling drugs.
I literally can't.
This is because you wanted the game, isn't it?
Nope, this is just the standard casino rates. Only thing I changed is how much I can bet. And I guess how open the casino is.
Oh, you're starting to go down now. You're starting to go down.
Am I?
2.9.
Am I?
Yeah, we'll see.
Huh?
Oh, it's going down. Oh, alright then. I'll let you off on that.
Yeah, you tried to doubt me. Alright, keep on spinning. Not a lot of winning. Some winning, little winning.
We're down to 3,000 territory.
That's okay. Perfectly acceptable losses. We keep on spinning. More winning. More better. Oh, look at that shit. I'm up to 5K. Oh, and there we go. That's 8,000, dong. Actually, with 8,000, we can up this to 100.
Oh, there we go. That's where that's where you're going wrong.
What do you mean?
You'll be skint within 5 minutes. And then
5 minutes is what you give me.
All
Alright, start up the timer. We're at 6:04:23, so we gotta make it to 6:09:23
609.
while gambling in order to beat Dong. Oh, look at that, I'm winning.
It's 10:43 here. Have you got half an hour?
Oh, no. I was looking at my stream time for like how long I've been streaming.
Oh. I thought that was AM PM time. I was like, what the fuck's going on there?
Oh yeah, we have this new daylight savings time. Apparently the old one was too woke. We fixed it. Not to worry. Alright, fantastic. I'm up to 13K. Dong, I hate to say it, but I think you're gonna have to eat those words. And trust me, that really, really, really pains me. I really hate
Don't
winning.
worry, don't worry, don't worry. Elon's coming on shift any minute now.
He can't. I fired Elon.
He wasn't that great of an employee, honestly. He was kind of a loser. Loser in PoE, a loser in the casino. So I took over, and I said, hey, let the sausage win. And so the sausage won.
Oh, look at that. 22K. Still on board with your previous statement there, Dong. We're at 06 out of 09. You got 3 more minutes. That's 2 minutes down. In fact, I'm even going to go over into controls, and I'm going to change my interact key to spacebar.
Sorry, I'm just cooking.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you hear those sounds? Ba-dink, ba-dink. Yeah, that's the sound of not lava and chicken, but also of ching.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, so close. Alright, I'm at 21K, still no other jackpot, but time will only tell. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. There it is! I'm at 31,000, Dong. What was that about me losing?
Yeah, Elon was late for his shift.
Hey, no. You said I wouldn't make it past 5 minutes. Here I am, fully addicted to gambling. And I didn't need to listen to anybody. I'm literally purchasing money with money right now. You wouldn't understand. It's a gambler thing. I should really take a snippet of this and turn it into a short. Hi, I'm a gambler. I don't always spin slots, but when I do, I win. Alright, keep on spinning. More spins, more wins. Look at that. 3 bells, 3 fruits, 3 cheers for the sausage. Alright, we've now made it.
We tend to have, in all our pubs, we tend to have gambling machines. Back in when I used to work at a pub when I was at university in the early 90s, the average jackpot for the gambling machine was about £20. It's not much, but you could triple it, so about 60 quid. And considering I used to work for 15, 20 hours and only get about 30, 40 quid. When I worked at the pub, one of the gamblers, they used to have companies that come round and service these gambling machines. And he told me a few secrets. I mean, it completely changed about 15, 20 years ago, so it's not really relevant now. But back then, there were certain series of light flashes on machines that told you when the hoppers were full and it had to pay out. So you used to, me and Jay at the bar used to sort of look at the gambling machines. It's going to pay out. And it'd pay out 60 quid. You put two quid in it and it'd be 60 quid. So you triple your wage But I took that on, fucking hell, the amount of nights out where you'd end up sort of looking at the gambling machine in a pub somewhere, it's like, that's either full or it's empty. Put a quid in, you'd win 60 quid. They actually upped the jackpot to about 30 quid at one point. So it was, and quadrupled it, so you could take £120 out. The amount of nights out, we went out with a tenner, so we'll just go out for a pint. And the next thing you know, you're rolling in at 4 o'clock in the morning with a bag of speed, a bag of weed, absolutely shit-faced, and you still had 100 quid in your pocket because you managed to hit jackpots on successive machines. Was absolutely unbelievable. Now they're all digital. Yeah, doesn't work like that anymore.
These ones still kind of work like that. For example, I know I'm going to win sometime in the next 5 minutes by filling these machines with money. Wait. I just keep winning. I think it's the monitor that tells me. I've actually just painted onto it with a Sharpie. It just says, I will win soon. I'm gonna take it over to your PC repair shop in the morning to get that fixed. Hi, I watched a YouTube video. They told me to cover my monitor in Sharpie except for a small cross so that I could see my aim better. But I'm done playing that game, and I was wondering, could you guys clean it off for me? You've actually had that, haven't you?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that was a laugh of I've actually dealt with that. That would have been nuts.
Not yet. I'm going to say yeah. Those kind of situations always resolve in a yeah, because I'll say it's never going to happen, and it'll fucking happen the day after.
You're gonna end up waking up tomorrow and getting this exact same circumstance. If that happens, I am indeed a psychic. Yes, I knew that you were gonna ask these questions well ahead in advance, and you're welcome for telling you through the course of your memories.
I'll go on Friday, that'll make you laugh.
It's a future joke. It requires setup, but once it happens, oh boy. I'll be hailed as a king.
Late on Thursday, we had a local guy. He said to us, oh, I need a new motherboard. I was like, yeah, fair enough, let's have a look at your system spec. I was like, yeah, we've got a few in spec. He said, yeah, it just won't boot. And it was actually a pre-built from PC Specialist. And he said, yeah, I've been onto the phone to technical support, they can't get the board anymore, they're trying to force me to buy a new PC. I was like, yeah, it's usual standard procedure. So just bring it down first thing in the morning, we'll have a look. Brought it down, tried to power it on, nothing happening. I was like, fucking weird. I was like, double checked his pins, load of other stuff. It's like, what the fuck's going on? I fucking double checked again. The third line technical support at PC Specialist, who are quite a big company in the UK, had told him to take out his memory because he doesn't require memory for the system to post.
Ew. I mean, memory is kind of an afterthought if you really think about it. Like,
Yeah,
I
but
don't have
you
memory
need-
and I function just fine.
But you know the four little LEDs on your board, CPU, memory, VGA and boot. Yes, memory is a key component that is required. And he didn't realise it, so he'd been trying all these technical support things with no memory and plugged his memory in. Turns out it was graphics card that went faulty.
Oh, gotta do it.
Didn't require his... But the fact of the matter is that their third line had told him to remove his memory. They just should have known that that would have just give an infinite boot loop error and not actually get into the system. And it was like, he was willing to spend 200 quid on a new motherboard, when in actual fact it was his fucking shitty 1660 Super that had fucking failed.
I'm kind of surprised more
told him-
motherboards don't come with better, like, what are the fucking little display things on the bottom of them? The little fucking
The problem is with
The error
those,
code
I think-
readers.
Yeah, the error code readers are problematic in themselves.
They
because of
are,
the
but they
fact
make it
that-
so much especially in that case, like
No.
it wouldn't have failed for the most. It
No,
would have
no,
just
no,
said no
it-
memory and then gone to
I
GPU.
wish it was that simple. Where's your primary memory controller? Where's your primary PCI Express controller? Where is your primary NVMe controller? Where are all those things? They are on your CPU. So if you haven't seated your CPU correctly, or you've damaged some pins, it can come up with a memory error. But you're looking at your memory. It's not the memory. It's the fucking CPU.
That is fair. No, that's totally fair. But I feel like at least 30 or 40% of the issues could be at least easily solved, at least by the person that was either calling, or
I'd
rather
say
easily or
90%.
remedied by you guys because of the code.
No,
You don't
I
think
wish
so?
it was that, because 90% of the time when it comes up with a can't detect onboard VGA or primary, it's because they bent the pins. So that code becomes irrelevant, and I'd say 90% of the time when we have, because they've took the CPU out, they've reinstalled it, the bent pins, or it's coming up with a new
Yeah,
error
but like
code,
it gives
it's
you
the
a
memory
place
is
to
the-
look, right? Like you're no longer looking
Yeah.
at GPUs when you see that, though.
Yeah, but I'm always looking at the CPU socket, and 90% of the time it's because the bent pins. So that
So, if you
becomes
really think
irrelevant.
about it, it is doing its job. It's letting you know that that's what that is, and through prior knowledge, you know that it's the CPU. So, what I'm hearing is that it actually does work. You're just so used
no,
to
it
it that you
doesn't,
don't
though.
realize the benefit.
No. We always check the CPU. Honestly, the amount of people who fuck sockets up is not even funny.
Oh god, I can only
It's
imagine.
not even funny.
U.S. postal systems everywhere. I swear I'm praying that my shit comes in one piece. Come on, 5080. Land with grace. Swear to God, I'm gonna get a message. Hi,
No,
new egg here.
graphics cards. Graphics cards always come in the fucking massive foam boxes, so you won't have an issue with the GPU.
You
And to be
say
honest,
that. You say that until I get the message that says, "Hi, we've drop kicked your package in the river."
Mate, it literally needs to be run over by something. So a forklift truck or a side loader or even a truck. But yeah, I mean, I'm not being funny. I've accidentally drop kicked graphics cards across the entirety of the warehouse 3 times, and they still work fine. Don't worry about it.
Fucking wonderful. Hey, that's what I need. Also, on wait, have you guys had any new shipments of the cards in, or only launch shipments?
Yeah, we've just started getting through third wave 5070s, 5070 Ti's. 5080s are still a bit thin on the ground. 5090 is non-existent.
All right.
Yeah,
It might be too early to
5080.
ask, but how many of the newer 5080s are missing ROPs?
On the second shipment, we still were about 10%. So
Okay,
it was
that's still pretty
about-
low.
It was about 17% originally on the first drop. Then it
Okay, so
dropped
it is
to
going
about
down.
10%.
I got
Yeah,
the
it's going
most
down.
recent drop, so I'm assuming I'm probably okay. I'm probably okay.
Well, yeah, just check it. Check it.
Do you think Newegg would cover that? I don't think Newegg will.
Oh, it's warranty. They've sold you something that isn't within manufacturer specification. So it
Yeah,
doesn't
you
matter
not
where
remember
are
the
in
whole-
world.
They were willing to put their entire reputation on just to not give some dude a fucking... I think it was like a 3080. Back in the day, there was some YouTuber or whatever that got scammed from a Newegg post. They just sent him metal weights.
Yeah, but if that's a third party posing as Newegg, yeah, fuck them.
No. It was sold and shipped by Newegg. Like actual Newegg. Not by like anybody else. They just refused to honor their warranty.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I want to
too
say it was
sure.
like
I'm
Jay's
not-
2 cents or Gamers Nexus, one of them.
All those guys that come out with this shit. I mean, there's one that a 5090 had burnt out. He had a mini ITX case with 2 fucking power cables, and he wondered why it burnt out, and it hit all the fucking news. It's like, have you looked at the fucking images? Let me show you this.
Yeah, here it is. Gamers Nexus Newegg scammed us. This was 3 years ago. I think this one was it.
Oh, it might have been Tech Power Up, actually. No.
Oh, then 2 years ago.
Right, I'm gonna send you this link, but and then I would tell you that anybody with an eagle eye who works in the industry will be able to spot the problems with this, and none of these tech influencers bothered actually looking at this, and this is why I don't listen to them.
I'm intrigued.
Let me go for a quick peek.
Power
But
cable
have a
melts at
look
both
at this.
ends. Bulge spotted.
Have a look
yes.
at the images in here, and I will tell you exactly what the problem is. In actual fact, you need to go to the original post on fucking Reddit. On Reddit. Yeah.
Cable the
go
wrong
to the
way?
original... No. So if you full screen that, scroll down to where it says Redditor and look at Reddit, and have a look at the images on that post on Reddit, and then I will tell you.
Oh.
Yeah, just scroll up. Scroll up. Oh. Right in the first paragraph, it says by a Redditor. Yeah, click on that link. Look at the images in that, and then I'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Oh, I'm gonna guess right now it's that pin.
Yeah, but if you click on the left image there, on the left, oh, sorry, on your right, yeah, click there, look at the images, and I'll tell you exactly what's wrong with it.
If I'm gonna guess, there's something missing on the pin. It's likely not grounded. Or something's grounding that it really shouldn't be, or possibly one of those pins is bent, or possibly blasted. Not too sure. Welcome back, Slay. How you doing, you lovely soul? I hope you're having a great now. Alright. Yeah, I guess that would be my best guess there. It's just gotta be that one little cable. Praying I don't fuck up mine.
Right, let's go back. Go back to the first image.
Okay.
Right, now the first image shows it's the two cables on the outside.
Yeah.
Right, go to the third image, and that shows that it's an older PSU with only 2 cables. Now, go to image number 4.
Yeah, it's a
4.
5090.
Next one. Yep, next one.
There's no next one.
But no, the one before, the MSI, the actual
Oh, this one?
thingy page. Yeah. So you see that? That's a mini ITX case,
Mm-hmm.
right? He's bent the cable too far.
Ah.
That's what he's done. Because if you actually look at his specs at the beginning, you will see that he's using a Corsair SF1000L in a mini ITX board in a mini ITX case. Now, when you get your graphics card, you will notice the bending. I'll show you the warning.
I have a
get.
pretty fucking big case, so I'm praying
Yeah.
that I don't have to bend any amount of the cable. But now I'm tempted to low-key remove my side panel just to ensure that I'm not even touching the cable.
So this is the image that you should get within your new 5080. And he has not adhered to that. And then he's
Chilling
put it all
around,
over
grinding
Reddit
Warframe.
and all the fucking You know, all the fucking tech reviewers have jumped on it, but not one of them have pointed
the
out that
grinding
it's in
go?
a mini ITX case without any fucking right angle connector on it. So no wonder he's pulled it out on that one side. It's not two middle pins, it's two pins on the end. He's bent it. It's user error. And you know what? 99% of these burnt cables are user errors.
So you can still bend the cable, you just can't bend the front part of the cable.
You can't bend it too close to the socket. You've got to give a bit of leeway.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
what-
then there's no reason
Well,
to
if
pull
you-
off my
if
side
you
panel.
need-
I'm
you can-
chilling.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy a 600-watt right-angle connector.
Oh, this actually bears a question. You'll probably know how if this is a really, really dumb question or not. I only have 2 of my 3 needed like GPU cables or CPU/VGA power supply cables on an RM850X. Not one of the newer ones, but I'd say like 2019 probably is when that came out, 2020, somewhere around there.
You're going to struggle.
Yeah,
Let me tell you what you're going to
probably.
struggle with. You're going to struggle specifically with transient power spikes.
On a 50
because,
series? I
it's-
thought we were good on
yeah.
that shit now.
No. This is why they brought ATX 3.0, because ATX 3.0 states that you have to have, if you've got a 12-volt high power connector on the actual PSU side, it has to have 200% load for 90 milliseconds. If it's only got 8-pin connectors, it only has to adhere to 150% load. But the problem you have if it's a 2019 model is that what will happen is because the over voltage and over current protection is so tight, it will inadvertently trigger it. So you've got a 70% chance you're absolutely fine. But if you find the system randomly shutting down, especially when you're transferring from 3D to 2D clocks, it's because the transient power spikes are causing the OCP and the OVP.
So what
to
I'm
kick
hearing
in
here
and
is I need a
shut the
better
system
power
down.
supply.
Not yet. Not yet. Try it. Try it.
Fuck.
You may be absolutely fine.
Fuck.
You may be absolutely fine.
Really hoping that wasn't going to be the answer. I mean, it's like a $200 fix. That's not really that bad, but still, ouch. Still, ouch.
Yeah, I mean, to be
So
honest,
then, what's a
there's some
vibe of a
decent-
power supply now? Like, what is gold? Like, what is the best?
Oh,
power
fuck that.
supplies
There's 1,000. Be quiet. Do a 1,000-watt platinum power supply, and it's relatively cheap. It's called the Power Zone 2.
The Power Zone 2. You know what?
I'll
Fuck
put a
it.
link in it. And it's not just 80 plus, it's also Cybernetics 80 plus platinum and quite a Lambda quiet as well. And that is, I don't know how much you can get them in the US, but they're 159 quid here, including
fuck.
VAT and shipping.
All right, to Amazon.
And that comes with a right-angled 12-volt power cable, so you don't have to buy the right-angle connector that I give you. So yeah. We've been using these in our 5090 builds and 5080 builds, and they've been absolutely fucking brilliant.
I cannot buy the 1,000-watt here, but I can buy the 1,200-watt.
And how much is that extra?
$300.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
beefy motherfucker, though. 1,200 watts.
you know-
That bitch better be able to power half my house.
I mean, the 1,000 watt is such good value. You know what I mean? 159 quid in the UK.
Yeah.
What else have we been using? We've been using some MSI ones as well. What's the MSI one?
All right. So my main question, though, where I was getting at, I only have 2 out of the 3 actual power connectors plugged in, and I really don't want to plug in the 3rd. Would I be able
Yeah,
to?
you need to plug in the third.
I would.
No, you need to
Okay.
plug in the third.
Yep, I figured.
Because each of those can only handle 150 watts. I mean, to be honest, the 5080 pulls about 380, but you don't want to pull the extra 80 watts through the PCI Express slot. So putting the additional third pin in just gives you that overhead. So that's
fair.
another one. That's another PSU that we've been using, and yeah, it's a good solid PSU that we've put that in probably about 2,500 builds.
Well, looks like I have some shopping to do. Fuck. All right. Let's
But you might be
pray
all
that
right.
this works okay. I mean, RM850X is usually pretty good. And I think I bought it
Yeah,
like 2021, 2022, so I'm not sure the actual version that it is. I just know it doesn't
yeah,
have the high power connector at all.
Do you want me to tell you what the worst thing is about Corsair? They change the model numbers but keep the same. Sorry, they change the part numbers but keep the same model number all the fucking time. So you don't know whether you're getting an FSP or a CWT unit. And also, they started giving power supplies out without a 12-volt high power connector on the PSU, but they put the converter cables in, meaning that they only had to adhere to the lower standard of 150%. But the problem is because their OCP and OVP is very, very tight.
Grind was amazing. I
any
had like
spike,
2 missions
it
left, I
shuts
guess, on
down.
Earth.
So it's
Fuck bro.
overdoing its job.
Unlock that star chart.
It's a fucking
Get you all
nightmare
the way
with
over to
PSUs,
Steel
to
Path.
be honest. It's got a lot better, but
Work
when
what?
you've got people like
do you mean?
yourself who bought a PSU 3-4 years ago, I'll give you a perfect example. I've got an EVGA G3 Supernova manufactured by Superflower in mine. I could not run a 3070 Ti on it because the overvoltage was causing it to trip. So I just took it back to the office. I put a 4070 in because this PSU was nearly 200 quid back when I bought it, and it's still got about 6 years of warranty on it.
Okay.
But
I actually have the
4070
2021 version.
right, so you should be
Probably okay.
um, mm,
3 EPS connectors, high efficiency, yada yada.
see, the problem is all this problem started on the release of the RTX 3080. And the release of the 3080 was 2022.
This
So
was
you
for
might
power
be-
hungry cards such as the RTX 3080, 3090, RX 6800, and 6900.
So yeah,
So probably
fingers
okay.
crossed you should be okay. But if you get transitional problems, it's not when you're gaming or anything like that. It's when you quit out of a game and you go back to desktop and you transition from 3D clocks to 2D clocks, you'll get a monumental power spike and it can knock your PSU off. So if you start seeing that, then you'll know your PSU. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the overvoltage and overcurrent protection kicking in. So it's not going to damage anything. It's actually protecting the system. But it just means that your stability is all over the place.
That's fair. I think we should maybe be okay.
Yeah, fingers
Probably.
crossed.
God, I swear. Oh, son of a...
So this is
see
what
shit.
actual... That's what ATX3 brought in.
That's fair. Yeah, I've seen those specs before. It just doesn't seem like
Yeah.
it mentions that anywhere in the product whatsoever.
So as you say, if you on the power excursion percentage, the second column, that's with a 12-volt high power connector, and it means it has to do 200 load for 100 microseconds. However, Corsair, what they did was to sell a load of old PSUs. They said they were ATX3, but the actual power supplies didn't have the 12-volt high power connector on the PSU. So that meant they only have to do 150% load, but they put converter cables in the PSU fucking box. So
I have
that's where a lot of
wonderfully
the
bad
problems
news.
lied.
So it is rated up to ATX-V 2.52,
Yeah,
with
so
the biggest
it
con
may be
being
all right.
transient response at 3.3 volts.
A 3.3 pulse is no, it's the 12 volt that is transient response. You should be all right with that PSU. If I recall rightly, it was mainly the models up to 2020 that were too tight on the OVP and OCP, if I recall rightly in Corsair. But there are so many different manufacturers, like they used FSP, CWT, and Superflower within the same model ranges, with the same part numbers, and they all had different innards. So, like I said, I've got a feeling, I'd probably say you're probably 80% gonna be okay.
Yeah, I'm not
But-
liking these odds.
80% is good, come on.
I'm doomed. I spent all my luck on
You're not
fucking
doomed.
Schedule 1, and now I'm out of luck in real life. Fuck, guys, it's catching up to me.
At the end of the day, the worst thing that's going to happen is the system's going to blue screen or the system's going to hard reset.
So worst
And it's
case, your
not-
system just isn't gonna work. It's just gonna die on
not-
you.
it's not gonna-
Mid session
It's not gonna
on
kill
stream, you're
anything,
doomed.
It's not gonna blow up. Don't worry.
You're putting a miniature pipe bomb in that bitch, but don't worry, the FPS is
Nothing's
crazy.
blowing up. Don't take it out of context, honestly. But yeah, I mean, you should be all right. I reckon you should be all right. But it's like I said, just keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind.
Okay. Well, at least that solves my one question there of whether or not I could lazy boy this. I'm sad to say I can't, but
Don't bend the cable too much.
nah.
You know what I mean?
At least I hope not. I'm in a fucking Be Quiet 901 or 902.
No, yeah,
The
you should,
modular
well,
one.
fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
massive.
Yeah, it's not far off the size of my Fractal Design R5. But
Yeah, I
mean,
think it's just
like-
full size, honestly.
Yeah, I mean it's. I'll show you mine.
It's a great case, though.
I mean,
I
I've got-
loved building in this thing.
I think I've got 4 inches between the GPU and the actual case side. But this is where all these problems started, because people were putting it in and not realizing they had to allow the extra 3 centimeters for the cable bend. And then
Yeah.
they're pulling the cable out, and that was what was caused the arc. Igor at Igor Lab is the only person who's actually got a master's in electronic engineering, said it was 99% user error. But the fucking Steve at Game Nexus, J2 Sense, Linus all said it's a poor design connector. It's bullshit. We've got 5,500 machines out in the wild with these connectors. We've never had one burn out. You know, it's.
I am
we've-
glad to hear that now that I'm swapping over to that cable. I
it's
swear to
fucking
God, I'm gonna
bullshit.
end up being that user error. Just you watch. My power supply is gonna work just fine. I'm gonna have bent it literally 1 degree too far, and it's just gonna fry.
But yeah, I mean, as long as you've got at least a couple of inches from the side panel to the actual graphics card power connector, you should be fine. I mean, that's mine sausage. Have a look at that. It's absolutely fine. Never had an issue.
Yeah,
It really annoys me, this fucking.
I'd say I
12
have
volt
even
iPad
more
chip.
space in there than that, but yeah, I mean, as long as it's just swooping underneath, it should be fine.
Yeah. As long as you're not bending it right on the edge of the connector.
I mean, I don't bend my cable at all. I mean, I gotta pull it through the little fucking loop thing, so it probably bends at one point, but I'm sure that doesn't
But
matter
if you have a
too
look
much.
at Fast Gear, I don't know whether you can get them in there, but if you go up to the right angle connector, Amazon.com Fast Gear, we've used these in a lot of tight cases. There's 2 different variants of those. But we've used those in tight cases. They're absolutely brilliant.
Well, I'm just praying that this whole thing works. Otherwise, I'll need 1 million more PSUs, 1 for every graphics card in my heart. Yeah, don't think about that too
I mean-
hard. I crypto mine to live. I took the gambling thing a little bit too seriously.
I mean, you could buy the 1200 watt and then run your 4070 in conjunction with your 5080 and just assign PhysX to your 4070.
Bro's trying to mod NASA, I guess. Shh, shh. Alright, that we're actually a part of Doge's secret team, alright, Slay? we're the special divisions team.
He could offer me $12 million an hour. I still would not work for him.
You totally would.
sorry.
Don't lie.
I am
No.
I have
That's
moral
cap.
standards.
That is so cap. Nah. Some dude walks up to you with 12 million and your name doesn't get out there. There is no shot you aren't taking
No,
that.
because it's in US dollars. It'll be worth.
No,
like
that is
35p
generational
actually.
wealth right there. That is enough for you, Kath, and however many adoptions you guys want to go through. To live
You're not
Jeff
adopting
Bezos
anybody.
level styles of life right there. Like a 12 million an hour, bitch, I'd be in there.
Yeah, but he'd sack you after 30 minutes by text. So you wouldn't get the 12 million.
You're telling me 30 minutes and I get $6 million and I get to say I was fired by Elon? Bro.
It's Elon. He wouldn't pay you. He'd pay you in Trump's crypto.
No, it's fine. I'm not one of his ex-wives, so he'll pay me. Delicious. I want all the smoke. Shit, I had too much smoke. I'm playing a drug dealing game where I'm smoking more weed than I'm selling. And I'm gambling more money than I'm earning. If you really think about it, this was the circle of life God always intended. I think it was written on like page 5 of the Bible. Thou shalt make massive gains in the casino.
Let's just go back 100 years ago. We had the massive.
Yep.
And then we went into World War. So yeah, we are actually reliving it. Time just loops, doesn't it?
Time is cylindrical. I'm just kidding. It's shaped like a pizza. With lots of
Called
polka dots.
Mobius theory. Mobius theory.
The Mobius strip. Oh my god, Loki was right, bro. I knew Disney was paid more than I thought. They got real people outside of the time stream to write their movies. Losers. After Schedule 1, we get Mod Forge or something made by Mr. Sausage where we mod games, earn money through it, and you know what's next? You buy more GPUs to make more heavy mods. At the end, you go to the casino. Bro. You actually just came up with a really good idea for a game that I actually genuinely could make. That actually is not only a good premise for an easy to make game that I actually have the skills to make, but that genuinely fits the line of something that I would actually want to make. Slay, you are a fucking genius. Dude, Slay, you are a goddamn fucking genius. That right there is your VIP moment right there, my guy. I don't know how you're not already VIP, but we're making sure you're VIP now. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, I think that works. Type again. The christening has happened and the clip has been made. Beautiful. An absolutely wonderful game. Type amazing. Amazing. Look at that diamond. Shining brightly like a star. Absolutely beautiful. No, genuinely, we should actually do that. We should actually make a game very, very similar to like PC Building Simulator, where you build a PC, log on to the PC, you have to go to Sausage Mods, get a premium subscription so that you don't have to manually, oh no, you gotta manually download the mods until you make enough money selling the mods that you make and that you end up listing on there, or the mod packs you end up building.
You know, I got banned off the store page for PC Building Simulator. Do you want me to tell you
banned
why?
off of that?
Yeah.
How?
Because I pointed out that, I pointed out that they make it look so easy. It just takes a rogue connection, poorly installed CPU, poorly installed cables to cause a burnout. So what you should do is then go into the infinite RMA creation. So you have to then argue with tech support for MSI, Asus, and this, that, and the other, and have to deal with the RMA procedure, which takes you 5 times longer than the actual game takes to actually build the PC in the first place, which is what we deal with a lot. And they turned around, some guy turned around, yeah, I've just dealt with MSI RMA period.
So what
And
I'm
he's
hearing,
fucking right.
what I'm hearing here is that we gotta build a game using GPT, where we give GPT the prompt to come up with increasingly weirder and stranger PC help requests into you, or the player rather, our PC tech help specialist. And the goal is to guide the AI to successfully fix their computer, and you get paid every time you do so.
Or successfully RMA a product because you haven't fucked it up.
There you go. I like it. That's an entire game right there. We're building games tonight, fellas. Or you're right. You see, they say it's hard, but really, you just need a couple of geniuses, a couple dongs, a couple slays, a sausage in the middle, and this is starting to sound a lot more like an OnlyFans creation than a game developers club. But hey, somebody's got to do it. Everybody knows what real type of content we make here. Come on now. You know what? Instead of police, you have Steam support. You make mods and such, and Steam antivirus system doesn't detect it. Then like Schedule 1 when you mix stuff to make the product more sus. Likewise, we make languages to make a virus to sell it to players to earn money. True. The more people that download your infected game, the more money you earn. But the bigger risk you have of having all of your legitimate games deleted. I like it. I like it. We got some gameplay loops here. We got some gameplay loops. Not bad ones at that. Not bad. Hold on, give me 1 second, fellas. I will be right back. My dog is barking.
I mean, Sly, I could literally do. I could probably pull enough data from our third line support in the past 6 months to actually make that a possibility. I'd have to go through and blacklist a lot of data, you know. But yeah, I could probably do that quite easily. Yeah, I played a bit of it. Watched Sausage more. Played it for a bit. I'm more hardware side than software side. But yeah, I could do that. I know a few people who actually work in ethical hacking. Right, let's see if we can get these fucking snipe kills. Oh, fuck off.
All right. Hello, cat. Indeed. Have you played Greyhack though? Yes, I love Greyhack. Greyhack is actually one of my favorite games. I have not played the new updates for it though. I've heard that they've had some pretty big changes. I should definitely play again. That's definitely coming soon. You there, Don? Uh-oh. They got him. The Steam support got him. Bellis. Rest in peace, Dawn. They got him. I knew this was going to happen. I should have known it. From day one, it seemed like it was likely. From day two, it seemed increasingly more. But now we say goodbye. We gamble in his honor tonight. Rest in peace, Dawn.
Sorry, I'm just
Steam support got you while you were still so young. I feel like I can still hear him in my ears. Coming back from a long something or other. Possibly from eating a whatchamacallit. Which do still seem like knockoff Cheetos.
Yeah, not quite. It's that simple. It's complex. Crisps are a complex business. In the UK.
There can only be one, Dong, and it is the Cheeto.
No. It's a regional variation.
I put on the sad song and everything. I know the Steam support got to you. Hi, Gaben. It's been a while.
I've never got fucking 25 kills with a fucking sniper.
Only 25 kills? I usually go for the 40s. We gotta get back to that game though, of course. Of course, we're gonna be making some games. But if you're talking about Greyhack, 100% I gotta get back into fucking Greyhack. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, last time we played it was about a year ago, honestly. They've had all of these updates since then. And Jesus Christ, that's a lot of updates. So actually, from here forward is all the new stuff. I'd say that's a good bit. So this was the major update. So they extended NPC behavior. So now there's actual like schedule systems, and you can also like check webcams and like monitor cameras of like what people are doing and where they are, so you can like schedule the best time to hack their computers when they're away and not actually gonna report you. Stuff like that. Apparently the world gets impacted by your actions, which is super fucking awesome. The job performance of all NPCs within a company influences the profits that it can generate. Consequently, a company with a workforce of incompetent people will experience losses month after month. Only large companies that sell software and hardware are public and allow players to buy shares. When a player acquires more than 50% of a company's shares, they will take control of it, unlocking various management options as well as additional information about each worker's performance through their employee profiles. If a player is not the majority shareholder, this information will be hidden. However, it can be discovered by reviewing the NPC's conversations and emails to learn more if desired. Once a year in-game time, companies will offer to distribute dividends among shareholders, allowing them to earn a portion of the company's profits. Total profits will be distributed proportionally to the success each company is experiencing at that moment. The company's profits will be obtained directly from players' purchases. For example, when a player purchases a piece of hardware in any store, that money will accumulate and be collected by the company owners at the end of the year in game time proportionally. Remember that to gain an advantage over the competitors, you can either do it cleanly or interfere with their networks to create chaos. Player shops have now been added. That's nice. Zero-day exploits. A new attack vector is designed with multiplayer mode in mind, specifically for PvP mode. It allows for a more dynamic and balanced PvP between attack and defense. The zero-day exploit attack consists of several phases, requiring in the first of them that players collaborate with each other in order to advance. Although if you prefer, you can solve this part on your own, but it will be slower. Upon reaching a certain level, players will be able to obtain limited pieces of information, rumors. Upon completion, will lead them to a specific network to continue with the discovery of the exploit. This will encourage collaboration among guild members to obtain this privileged information before another group, whether their intention is to attack or protect a specific network or server. Once this information is obtained, players will still need to do research work to discover and deal with the engineers who have worked on the library that may contain the undiscovered exploit, thus being able to move on to the next step of the attack, which will be more technical for the player. And then changelog, although these are the main points, more elements will be added, such as symbolic links, super admins, complete network backup from config LAN, and UI redesign. Jesus, there's so much shit. But this one was the big update that they were working for. I remember them talking about this even when I was still playing the game. Now there's a bunch of stuff just fixing issues and stuff like that. Now I guess they're working with Bash. So we'll see a Bash update pretty soon. But this is scarily real now. Like, actually, like, this is genuinely the most realistic hacker game of all time. Dong? You there?
Sorry, mate, I'm getting really frustrated with COD.
Ah.
I'm just
See?
trying to do fucking 25 kills with fucking snipers.
Ah, you just gotta go for headshots and quick shot. Also, don't play hardcore.
I'm not playing hardcore, but
Yeah, just slide over into your shots, you'll be fine. Run fast, run far, make sure that you've pretty much spec'd everything into zooming in faster. You'll be fine.
I know, but it's just I'm just trying to level my HDR, and it's not that high leveled. Got about 20 levels off. Oh, that fucking knobhead. Ah, fuck it, it's doing me head in.
I love how bro has one banana with that hot 45k. I've only just started the game. Like, you can tell, I've only got $137 in the bank right now. That's all I've ever had in the bank. If you go and check the net worth for this world, it's like 25k. I have more money on me than the net worth of this, like, actual save. Not to worry, though. We'll make back all the money that we've lost. We lost 250 grand. We gotta make that money back. There's only one way we can do that. It's by gambling. The casino's the only real way to get rid of your money. What's so funny about that? Are you trying to assume that my money-making tactics aren't a surefire way to set my allowance on fire?
It's a good way of laundering.
It's a great way of laundering. Dirty money goes in, clean money comes out. I can only deposit 10k of that clean money, but it comes out.
Makes me want to watch Casino.
There's no need. I'm here for us. With gambling content like this, would you ever need to stop? I've only just started the game right now. You'll see that this banana is my fortune that I bring it to the casino. True. I pull up my banana phone and it allows me to actually interface with the casino machines, which makes me more money. That's actually exactly how that works. Come on, machines. Come on, we get one more major jackpot and I'll hit the bed skis. Come on, we can do it. One final hoorah. So close. It's gonna hit soon, I can feel it. Things are gonna happen with that machine. Okay, it hit for 20. But I demand to see sevens. More sevens! A banana a day keeps the casino empty? I mean, there's a couple dead bodies here keeping us company. I wouldn't dare gamble alone, alright? Gambling alone is for losers. See, in my case, I brought me somebody to gamble with. Alright? She's absolutely loving our time out. Look at our wins. See, she's absolutely thrilled with the machines. Absolutely thrilled. In fact, she may have just passed out from the excitement. It usually happens around these times. Possibly too much to drink. I see stars spinning around her head. People only get stars when they've drunken too much. I know. I've seen cartoons. People sometimes doubt me. They're like sausage. You've never seen real cartoons. And that's when I immediately beat them down, find the nearest establishment, and saw it down board by board in an honor to SpongeBob. An eternal monument to his greatness. So be the life of the sausage. Damn, I was so close. Come on, one of these gotta hit. Okay, well that was close to kind of hitting. I may never actually get to see this elusive 777. I've gotten everything else, but my dream of seeing 3 sevens is gone. I just get to see them on separate machines. Never together. Okay, big ups. You know what? When in doubt, increase the bet. Now the machines are going to be happier to pay me out even more money. That's how that works. You appease the machine, you appease the jackpot. You appease the jackpot, you become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. Look at all those sevens. Damn. Ooh. PC was not happy. Shit. Another 2 set. God damn it! Same machine did it to me twice in a row. 49K. God damn it.
You're losing again there, mate. Sounds like you're losing.
No, I'm winning, dong. I never lose. I stay on the up and up. I am all good in this hood. Fuck. Come on. I love how the lady is lying down in between the machines. She passed out from excitement. I brought her over to go and check out my winnings, and she just couldn't believe it. She's also out of a job, which is a bit unfortunate. Like, they're gonna have to pay me with her paycheck. But that's something that she can handle.
I'd really be careful if she's wandering around with a banana and a woman bent over like that. It's a bit dubious there, mate.
What can I say? I know how to have fun in a casino. Never say sausage doesn't know how to have fun in a casino. Hey, there it is. All right, I'll leave the casino. You guys are right. I have a problem. We'll go sleep off the problem.
Slide, it's his fucking exploits. That's the problem.
What do you mean it's my fucking exploit? I exploited nothing. I'm an upstanding citizen.
Would you like a bite of my ketamine banana?
I have yet to mix my banana with ketamine, but I will probably try to do so once I can get my hands on some ketamine. It's not my fault if she can't handle my mods and exploits. Minecraft YouTubers be like... No, that was funny. It took me a moment there, but yeah. It's funny for all the wrong reasons.
Well, 9 of 25 fucking sniper kills. I need to change my fucking loadout on this.
Dog, what I'm hearing here is that I need to load up Black Ops, get all the kills that you need for your challenge, and then leave the game and leave you back to doing that.
Sky Speed D. Yeah.
It's wrongly funny. Dark humor is the best humor.
It's the only humor.
Except for when the lights are off, then it's just really hard to see humor. Alright. Keep on spinning. I will have more jackpots. I have reset my timer. My luck is back. Wow, I'm already at 58k. Oh wait, actually I was at 60k, wasn't I? People are messaging me for weed like I sell drugs. I don't know why people think I sell drugs in this game. I should unlist my product. We just gotta feed the addiction, you know? You know what? That is a great idea for a playthrough. That actually might be the YouTube video idea I was looking for. I actually do have another idea. Dong, how would you feel getting super duper technical and talking about your job on a sort of like... Well, sort of like an interview YouTube, not podcast, but pretty much kind of ends up being a podcast.
I mean, to be honest, mate, the majority of my job is going to resolve around this.
Yeah, no, but
People
that's like the best part. That is the best part right there.
What, the retard? Yeah, I mean, I'm always happy. You know, I'm always happy to share.
Oh,
my
fuck
experience.
yes.
I'm not gonna fucking paywall my fucking knowledge.
That's a lie, dog. I've been paying you $10,000 an hour for the past 3 hours just to get on. You've been charging me out the ass, dog.
So, sorry, Elon. I didn't realize I was on $6 million for half an hour. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the invoice was rather strong the other day. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Hey, that was a pro forma. It's not a finalized invoice. You'll get that tomorrow.
Oh fuck. He hasn't added on the secret sauce yet. $10,000 for diagnosis.
Oh, it's free for.
Oh yeah, never try to go for kill things in free-for-all. That is a bad idea. For a sniper? Honestly, I'm not sure what the right vibe is. But probably Nuketown, honestly. You can pull off some nutty shit on Nuketown. You just gotta lay down in the garage. More spins. I have infinite things. More spins. Come on, I'm at $67,000. Let's hear it for 70,000. Maybe even 80,000. Maybe we hit 2 back-to-back jackpots. Or 5. Maybe all of the machines all at once jackpot. Alright, keep on spinning. One of these has to give it to us. I so thought it was going to be that one. I jinxed it, though. Okay, now we're not going to get it. Absolutely not. Under no circumstances can we get a jackpot. That would be the worst thing that could happen to me. Especially if they were back-to-back jackpots. Nothing hurts me more financially than jackpots. I think the machines are catching on. Oh? We're getting awfully close. I can damn near smell it. More spins. We never stop. If you really think about it, the world is actually just a slot machine. There was no rebuttal, guys. That is an accurate statement. More. More. The sausage demands more in payment. We keep going. We never stop. Good shit. Just keep it going. Keep it rolling. The more that rolls, the better. That was so close. We've had so many. You should definitely make shorts related to giving opinions on best games, best mods for it, and what GPUs are good and what can be better and more. That's a good idea. No, I was definitely thinking about doing like shorts on like mods. What I was mostly thinking is like how-to mod series is, right? I've already got everything set up for it, right? Like I've re-updated Premiere and everything. And pop that open. See that we got that all working. You know, we totally legally acquired this. Put a little bit of sausage twist on that too, but yeah, that works. I can help with editing as well. Hey, dog, any sort of stuff you want to edit for the channel, I will throw up. And whenever we unlock monetization, I should state that currently, right now, our YouTube is not monetized at all under any circumstances currently. Just because we haven't unlocked it. But whatever we do unlock, the sort of deal that I'm planning on doing is anybody that wants to make a video is more than welcome to make a video. You can send me the video, I'll upload the video, and any money that that video makes, I will pay you out. Roughly. Yeah.
Just came
I'll try to
blast in a
balance.
free for us. Blast.
I guess I
Blast.
can't say it's 100% payout because I'll probably end up losing things in whatever payment method I try to pay out, but for the most part, it'll be a 1-to-1 right there. Yeah, you forgot I gifted you the lifetime subscription? Hell yeah, dog! I got a lifetime Adobe, what can I say? Really bred it in like that. My dad owns Adobe. Just happy to help a brother. Money is a different thing. Hey, no, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, no, any sort of clips you want to make, you're more than welcome to download any of these streams. I set the option inside of Twitch for people to make clips, upload clips to their own platforms. You guys can upload them as, you know, shit to your own channel or whatever. Just as long as, like, you know, the little tag or credit or whatever is shown for this channel. But, yeah, no, feel free. If there's any specific content you want to see, feel free to, you know, throw that over in the Discord or whatever, and I will get some streams. But definitely a good idea on looking at, like, mods and shit like that. For, like, GPUs, there's not a lot of testing I can do, because right now, I gotta, like, sell off some GPUs that I have right now, just that I have in extra stock, just so that I can afford the 5080 that I bought. It's so fucking expensive. I spent $1,200 on a GPU, and you know, I'm happy that I have it. That's a 60% performance uplift. But was it really worth it? Is a 60% uplift really worth $1,200? Maybe not. Maybe not. Yeah, because, you know, right now, as you both were talking about the GPU thing, you guys gave some opinions and stuff that can be edited and posted. Just send me some clips and I'll take care of the rest and try to make the best out of it. Hey, that's a bet, yeah. I don't really take a lot of clips. There's really just one large segment of video, but I can sort of just chop that out and send that to you. Or find a way to send that to you. That's always a problem, is finding a way to actually send that. Usually it's got to be through email. We'll figure out how to do that. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. But yeah, no, bro, super. Thank you so much for that shit, my dude. That shit is super appreciated. Just tell Toad or somebody to clip them next time. That's fair. That's fair. I gotta start doing more, like, highlight markers. I know the highlight markers are a really big thing, and I have it on my Stream Deck. I just never use them. Mostly because I never had to. But now is a good time to do that. A lot of things I gotta get on. I need to really 3D print myself a mount for this. I really just have my Stream Deck, like, floating next to a fourth monitor that I have chilling. So I have a monitor here. I've got a monitor here. We got a monitor up here. And we got the mini monitor down there just for whatever sort of stuff. The new cologne looks amazing. Check Discord. Dong, you're still in the call. Why can I see you? But I can't hear you. Where have you gone?
Sorry, I just muted my mic.
You're not the real Dong. You're an imposter! Eau de toilette, les simply musk.
Trump and Musk. Trump and Musk just sounds really good. Or Musk and Trump.
Yeah, it could be. It could be one. No worries, bro. You help me every time, and if you are growing, I am more than happy to help, brother. My dude, I super appreciate that shit. Hell yeah, I'll send over some shit pretty soon. Otherwise, I mean, there's a fuck ton of clips that already exist for the channel. You're welcome to sift out if you ever want to, like, look at stuff or whatever. There's, I'd say, like, a good couple hundred that haven't been posted yet. We've posted a lot of them, but it's been a minute. Usually now I just record my shorts in the good old-fashioned, you pick up your phone, you record it, and you pray for the best. So far, actually, that works out pretty well. All things considered, anytime I post a short, when you just press, like, the little plus button, so it'll bring up like this, in case anybody's wondering. Oh yeah, you guys can all see yourselves now. Look at that shit. Trippy shit. Look at the little gimbal just sitting right there. But yeah, no, honestly, this is the best way to post most shorts. Mostly just because it's actually formatted for shorts.
Wait. Is your monitor actually on the stand that you got with the monitor?
Yeah.
Oh my god, have you not bought a gas-powered arm yet?
I want to so bad. Okay, hold on. Let's see if I can get this to capture.
Oh my god, it just so makes your life so much better. A gas-powered arm.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. I will show you. Oh wait, it still doesn't.
Savage. Oh man, it was the best 60 quid I ever spent a monitor arm.
I physically couldn't put one in here even if I wanted to. I assure you there is no space for it, and I will show you why. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, but mine's 1.2 meters, my gap, where I've got everything.
It's not the size that's the problem. I'm about to show you. Okay. So if we take a look at my desk here, and we go underneath here, you're going to see a back plate of wood. That back plate of wood connects over to here, and no, that's sadly not separatable. It's nailed into there, and God knows how the fuck to get it out. So best I could do is clamp it here, and then I'd have to deal with that blocking this part of the monitor. And then same thing with here. All right. Use video. All right, check your Discord. You will now have an accurate representation of why I cannot add a monitor arm. No matter how much I want. Because I kind of want to just clamp them over to the side, but I can't because it's raised metal. So, like, only part of the clamp's going to hold, and I don't want to trust my monitor to part of a clamp.
Is it backing board?
Huh?
You know, on your desk, isn't it just backing board that taps into your desk? Because if that's the case, you just
it's all one piece. That back piece is all one piece. This top piece was nailed into there that goes on top of there, and it's meant to house like a little lighting or of an outlet fixture so you can plug shit in. But
I mean, you could modify that quite easily.
I could if I really wanted to like take a hammer to it and like do a bunch of shit or just buy a new desk, but like honestly I don't care too much, and I kind of like it because I can put shit underneath my monitors. More storage space. I always like more storage.
I mean, let me show you what. See, mine's because I'm in an old Victorian
Then I will
house.
message you that. Hey boss, just letting you know I am out of clips. Oh my god, bro. The hell yeah. We're becoming Schedule 1 clip dealers. Get them while they're hot. You can post clicks on TikTok as well, so we can get views from both YouTube and TikTok. That's fair. I tried doing a little bit of TikTok posting. I'm now allowed to actually start using it again, so I reactivated my account. They did a bunch of super duper weird stuff. Got it. Profile.
Yeah, I just sent you a video show you what I'm working with.
So I've
'cause
done a
it's
bunch
very
of
narrow.
tests, whether they were stream clips, and then some of them are actual stuff that I made, like. I didn't get shit. I got 4 views. Some of my other stuff did a little bit better. Say, which one did the best? I guess this one. This, out of everything, was the best clip I did. Still not sure why that did so well, if I'm gonna be honest. Super old chair, though. Yeah, TikTok's a weird beast. I'm gonna think of tips videos where you can teach the casino thingy exploits, since the game is trendy right now. It might work. There's already a bunch of videos out about it. I doubt we're the very first ones to come across this. But no, we could totally give that a try. Like, make it a small short of it.
Stop wandering around with your banana. Yeah. It's really fucking off-putting every time I look at the other monitor.
No, you better know about my banana. It follows me. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I gotta unmod my game first, but I feel like I've somewhat already kind of made that. We've got a bit of a clip, so if we go over to the YouTube side, right? This is already like, clip, sort of. So if we go over here to live... So really, we just take this, cut that, add a quick, like, this is how to make money fast, and do it right before I start getting jackpots, and the money starts going up. That'd be the easy way to do that. Just one little quick voiceover and or AI voice. Honestly, not sure how to do the TikTok AI voice stuff yet, though. Which is weird. Like, I should very much know how to do that. I love AI shit. Never looked into, like, AI voice stuff. I know, like, 11 Labs is a vibe, but, like, beyond that, I'm not too knowledgeable. Or you can just make a clip of this casino thingy where you maybe get 3 jackpots in a row. This one would be the one to show. Because this is where I went from just a couple 100,000 to a lot more than a couple 100,000. I think at the end of this we had like $1 million. Did we? Am I crazy? Did we not have $1 million at the end of this? If I go back on there now, I have over $1 million. At some point during this, we made $1 million. Just add subtitles to this or some sounds and stuff. Yeah, I think just cut the original stuff. Some sort of screen beforehand. Probably a picture of... Is there a way to, like, full screen yourself or anything? Or, like, check on yourself? Oh, there it is. It's V. Boom. So let's clip that. So that gives us that. So then we start off with literally that, and then we can just kind of loop that if we need to. And then the start off would literally be like, I guess, actually the TikTok AI voice being like, we found this crazy exploit inside of Schedule 1 casinos. Something literally dumb along those lines. And then that clicks into the video that we just had up that for whatever reason I can't pull up. This one. That clips into here. Somewhere around like right over here. And then that plays through over here. Literally that line. We're addicted to gambling. They'll never stop us from gambling. That would work perfectly. I like it. That would actually work fucking amazingly. Yeah. We could start the journey with a gambling video. Let's go. You know, just casually promoting gambling. The usual sausage things. What can we say? We're really about that lifestyle. We're really about changing people. And that right there is another clip. What can I say, fellas? I'm the farmer. I learned from the best, and Asmongold can now sit down. Okay, let's be real. I don't want to become the next Asmongold. I'm not trying to get removed off the internet that fast. That's a clippable moment, but... Bro, I swear to God, every day it's a new controversy with that guy. You know, I don't want to hate him because, like, I used to really like his content. And to some extent, like, I still do enjoy his content. But, like, let's be real. Homie is changed, like, topics for the most. He is a political channel. I feel like it's fair enough to call Asmongold a political channel at this point. Low tier bracket, right? Like, he's not, like, maining political stuff all the time, but, like, I'd say, like, a good 40% of the stuff that he says has, like, some political tie to it, I guess.
Oh,
or, like, an
definitely.
opinion.
It's
Yeah.
definitely changed to a fucking political channel. It's
Yeah.
not a bad thing from what he posts, you know. I mean,
I mean, I can pretty much
Oh,
break it down
controversial.
entirely to he watches reactionary content and then says, oh, yeah, bro, totally. You know it. I know it. We all know it.
Yeah, yeah.
And then moves on. Second thing you see, second thing you can do is C to start. Wait, second thing you can do is C to at start. You can show the chat message of a person asking you a question and then give your opinion to it. With this, people will really engage in comment. You know, I thought about doing that. I wasn't sure if I was really comfortable with, like, I mean, it's not really fabricating, but, like, let's be real. You're at the end of the day just fabricating a Twitch chat message for it. Am I above that? Should I be above that? Because, like, there's other videos, too, where I feel like it would just be better to steal a section of, like, a bigger Twitch channel's chat. Like, let's say... Pirate Software's live. Perfect. Right? Like, I take this chat, right? Wow, it's not really moving that fast. Okay, bad time for an example like that, but let's try T-Pain. T-Pain's probably got more going on. More people? Yeah, okay, more people are talking in T-Pain's. Right, so imagine taking, like, this chat. No, more people are not, in fact, talking in T-Pain's. Where the fuck are people? What about you? There we go. That's a moving chat. That's a moving chat right there. Okay, so you like take this. Wow, it stopped moving the moment that I got in. But yeah, you take a chat like this where it's like super large, lots of fast moving text, and then you just kind of slap that onto whatever the hell you're doing. And it just kind of looks more official. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what you're doing, it immediately is filled with more credibility the moment you have that fast moving chat. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. It just adds more validity. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Spotify seems to think that the Lannisters owe me a debt because the Lannisters always pay their debts. Not a joke. It's actually playing a Lannister always pays his debts. If you guys see Peter Dinklage in the back, you guys know what's happening to me.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if anybody's a Lannister, you're gonna be Tyrion.
I'd be a Lannister? Shit. Shit, do I fit the part?
I don't know. Chop one of your arms off. We'll see.
What do you mean chop one of my arms off? No. I'm not becoming the next Reek. No. The sausage does not get denigrated to the next Reek, okay? No. No chopping of body parts. I do the chopping, okay? I am the chopper. I am the one that chops.
I was talking about Jaime Lannister. 'Cause he had his
Oh,
fucking
Jaime
golden
Lannister.
fist of doom.
Yeah, no, fuck that guy. He ended up being a... Wait, this is a spoiler for the end of Game of Thrones. If anybody here does not want to hear part of the terrible ending of Game of Thrones, which honestly, I do genuinely urge you, if you like Game of Thrones, and I do too, just stop after like season 5 or 6.
Wait.
5 or
Sausage,
6.
You can't put out a fucking spoiler alert on something that's like 18 years old. Come on.
Fuck yeah, I can. They're still writing the next book, bro. It's coming any day now from George R.R. Martin.
You're so far out of the loop. You make Peter Dinklage look 10 foot tall.
I mean, I thought he was kind of big. All right, hold on. I gotta use the bathroom. On that note. All right, I'm back.
Oh, just in time.
The fuck was that? What do you mean? That was my true height.
Just in time, I said. Just in time.
Just in Time is in Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he is.
Damn, bro. First the Backstreet Boys, now there.
Have you on Amazon? I don't know whether you get this because it's just been released in the UK. But Last Word Laughing.
Last Wad Laughing.
Last One Laughing.
Oh no.
It's
No, our last comedian show was Impractical Jokers, and now they're all currently facing federal. They're facing big charges. They've been doing some shit to children that they should not have been doing.
Let me send you a trailer.
I should actually pull that up. We should go over what happened to.
So it's on UK Prime. But this is full of very famous UK comedians, and I know a lot of them
there we go.
never ever hit. Yeah, no. Impractical Joke, yeah, I've seen. But check that trailer out because it's full of UK comedians that you may not have heard of, but they are massive over here. Especially Bob
Introducing
Morse.
Dave Chappelle.
No. Watch that trailer. It is.
I know
It's
this
been
guy.
so
Or I know
good.
the host,
It's
rather.
Jimmy Carr.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy. I've seen some of his specials on YouTube.
Yeah, he's sort of. But honestly, I mean, Joe, I actually know him in person. Joe Lycett. Not Joe Wilkinson. I've met Joe Wilkinson, but Bob's a legend.
Jesus, fuck, what the fuck happened to his eyeballs? Those are fake eyes or Jesus. He needs to see a doctor.
But seriously, you need to watch this. It is the epitome of great English comedy. And I know Americans don't get it, but it's something. It was the best thing I've ever seen on Amazon.
You know, that checks out. I haven't seen that yet. The only things I've really been watching on Amazon are really like Invincible, The Boys. I think that's actually about it. I think that's really the only shit I watch from Amazon. Oh, the Fallout show. Have you seen Fallout show yet? That shit was fire.
Yeah. I didn't mind Fallout.
Yeah, it was really, really well done. Speaking of which, I should do another Fallout playthrough. Oh, is this the dude that pops out his eyes? Nope, no, I
Yeah,
can't.
I'll
I
buy one.
can't, bro. I can't. How the fuck? Those are fake eyes, right? Like it's just a gag?
The coffee pots. You know the little coffee thingies. You know
So-
you put in the coffee machines.
Nope.
You must have like Nespresso machines in America.
Yeah, they're just little pods.
Yeah, that's what they are, but turned round and put in his eyes.
Oh.
They're just held in his eyes. It's just a cheap gag.
Fair enough. Oh, Dong, you're in the
The old
crowd
prep-
tonight.
The old premise is not to laugh. It's fucking stupid. Because one of the funniest things I've ever seen is Joe Wilkinson's poem. And I will.
I see you're a
Bob was
connoisseur,
brilliant in it.
Slay. Speaking of Beth games, though, I gotta show off what I've done to fucking Morrowind. I've turned Morrowind into Star Wars in the best possible way.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure I've seen you play this before, haven't
Have I what before?
I've the Morrowind.
Oh yeah, I modded it a
That
while
was-
ago,
yeah,
but
yeah. I'm sure I saw you play it. It was a while back.
oh no, I only recently bought Morrowind.
Oh,
I have actually
it?
never played Morrowind before.
what was it you was playing on a stream that was Star Wars hacked?
Probably Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith for the PS2.
No.
If you're talking
It was
about even
something-
older Star Wars games, we're talking Knights of the Old Republic 2 Sith Lords, my favorite Star Wars game of all time.
No, there was something recent that you had a Star Wars hack. Oh, it's the little
Oh,
village
Star Wars
game.
Genesis? For
No.
for
It
Starfield?
wasn't a Star Wars game. It was a game that had Star Wars mods in it.
There is a lot of games that I have modded to add Star Wars stuff. RimWorld?
RimWorld. Sorry, yes, it was.
Yes. Yeah. RimWorld, I have added a lot of stuff. I have personally edited some of the mods that contain some of that stuff. albeit not for public builds. Nobody has access to that, and I am not publicly putting that out anywhere. I'm not trying to steal anybody's work or publish that as my own. I have simply done that for the act of my own playthroughs, on my own saves, under my own circumstances. I do not condone actually stealing people's stuff like that. Piracy's fine. Stealing like that, that's not piracy. Well, I mean, it is, but wrong kind.
It's the wrong kind of piracy.
I have my standards, good
here.
sir.
Get out of here!
I have my limits. Yeah,
It's
I've made
fine
my
if you
fair
steal
share.
from a
I've made my fair share.
supermarket, But if you steal from that beggar who's only got one shoe, and you steal his other shoe, you're a cunt.
Last I saw you play New Vegas? No. Oh, I mean, yes, but no. Technically, that was Fallout 3. So I had this Fallout Tale of Two Wastelands. So this was the last Fallout game I really tried. I love how I set myself over to Morrowind. And I do plan on popping on. Or more of just chatting. It's fine.
I'm gonna send you probably one of the most
Open that up
comedic
just for now
events
anyway.
ever.
This is open Morrowind. Somebody basically had to recode all of Morrowind's engine into this open source thing, and now it's super moddable. But yeah, this is a Tale of Two Wastelands. So basically, this is Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas merged into one love child. But it's got 215 mods to it. It's pretty nice. Doesn't play the best, but then again, I'm not a great Fallout player. I've never really played either vanilla version, so go figure. I can't understand the game with 215 mods. And a whole other game just perfect sound effect, by the way. Oh wow, the sun is out. Morning, dong. Hold on, give me 1 second. Since it is morning. All right. There we are. I am now responsible human being. You there, Dong? Oh, fuck. They got to him. Oh, shit, my camera. Look at me. There we are. Beautiful. All right. Where were we? I have something making noise. Oh. It's literally just the music. All right. And our conversion of Morrowind is complete. Oh? Mods? Me? Mod a game? I would never, good sir. I would never dare think of it. Never. 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 Let's try just taking a look at it. Yo, welcome in, Sassy Man. How you doing? Alright. Oh, Jesus. Yes! I got out of it.
Are you
Real
able
scroll.
to stand? Master,
Thank God.
what is your name?
Hey, I got through the scrolling text. It didn't overtake me. We can now choose our name. Who am I? I am Barius Jenkins Von Money Taker the Third. Barius Jenkins Von Money Taker the Third. What an amazing name.
J1UB. Human
like a Sith Lord
cyborg
to me.
relations. Are you a
Yeah, bro, my
cyborg
bad. I had a
or
short
something
nightmare
more
related to
organic?
Mod Forger. You'll be fine. You don't need a Mod Forger. You just need OpenMW. OpenMW fixes every worry you ever had about modding Morrowind. And it turns it into a wonderful modding paradise, where anything is in fact possible. Like becoming an Ewok. Have you ever wanted to play as a fucking Ewok? Well, I can. I can literally be Yoda, too. What would be something kind of funny?
Just
Going
don't
good?
get me started on Ewoks.
Marvelous. I've always
I'm a
found
going
this
in now.
species most fascinating.
It's a conversation
Unfortunately,
nobody
there's
should
no
ever have.
time for pleasantries. The Sith
It's
will be
actually
boarding any
Wookiee, but with the
moment
E added to the front. Get
now.
fucked.
You must
Your
be
childhood
one of
is
the
now ruined.
mercenaries hired to bolster our forces. Without specialist
I'm
skills,
actually
you
kind
have
of
little
impressed
hope of
that this
escape.
is... Hold up, is this Elder Scrolls? Yeah, no, straight up. This is Morrowind. It's on a completely different engine. It's on OpenMW, but yeah. What game is this? This is Morrowind. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, rather. It's a game that likely predates most of us.
I've told you about my theory on Ewoks, haven't I, Sausage?
I think so, but I do not remember it. Let's see, when did Morrowind come out? 2002. Okay, I am, in fact, older than Morrowind.
Only just. Come on.
I'm older. I wouldn't have been that much older, but I am older by a good few years.
A good few years. I remember playing it on release, but
There are multiple years, okay? But I think my statement stands. This game is older than most people. I would come on Twitch, but I don't have a Twitch account. That's totally fair, my dude. Yeah, I run the little sectioned off stuff on YouTube. Once our 5080 gets here, we'll have better streams happening. That happens on the 15th. We'll be able to have a much bigger screen for you know, YouTube, then the same shorts format, and then this bigger one on Twitch as well. And then hopefully it'll all just work. Maybe. I really hope it'll work.
I need to pull you up and hold you to account here on something you've just said.
Uh-oh.
Morrowind is older than most people. I'm pretty sure most people...
Here. I said most people here.
You...
Yeah, no. By sheer numbers, I'm sorry, Dong. You and I are... Wait, hold on. That makes two.
There's four people here.
Okay,
Wait,
so it's
how
half
old
and
are
half.
you? Are you older than 30? Just, I don't need your real name, real age. I just need to know. Because I'm 48. So, let's see. What's the mean age of the audience?
Honestly, not sure.
If Slay's
Thanks for the amazing stream. Take care, brothers. Slay, have an absolutely wonderful one. 250 subs? Wait, hold up. Did we just hit 250 subs? Yo, hold up. Yo, we actually did. We had 250 subs on the YouTube. That's fucking hype as shit. Yo, you guys are fucking awesome. What the hell? Bro, I super appreciate it. I do much appreciate. You're a fucking amazing lad. And I hope you continue to have an absolutely amazing morning, night, afternoon, or current now of existence. Yeah, that's actually so fucking awesome. What the hell? And there we are. The sausage makes his stepping stones to 1 million. Small steps, fellas. Small steps. Every big stride starts with small steps. And then from here, we will conquer the tri-state! Oh, wait, that's the wrong villain. Am I gonna think of a different plan of my own? Hold on. I can't steal the moon. That's also been done. What's my evil villain motive? I will steal a 5090! The most expensive object I can think of! How much are they selling for over there in the UK right now? Is it around 8K?
About 2,400 I can go on for.
Really? Okay, that's cheap as shit.
But that's obviously that's excluding VAT, so add another 20% for actual real sales.
I mean,
So,
I can
yeah,
flip them here for 8K, so like if you want to make a quick business, like I'm cool paying 1K tariffs on that. Like we can make some money on that.
Well, no, because it originated in China, and China have got 104% tariffs on.
Yeah, but
So
because it's coming from you, we can say this is a UK import, which currently has no tariffs because we just pulled out of them and then reinstituted them, but then pulled out of them again.
Yeah, but
I honestly have no idea what's going on. We're doing too much weird shit.
When you import stuff, it's not from where it comes from, it's the country of origin.
If you
And the
reach
country
the
of
escape
origin
pods,
will be
you should
China,
be able to land
which is
safely
fucked.
in Taris. From there,
I got
you
that
can
same
no
white
way
fan you
around
have in the
whichever
background.
planet you call home.
The budget fans feel the best. I'm gonna be honest. I also got one of like those little budget fucking air purifiers down here. It makes too much noise, so I usually have it off, but usually just chills down here. Oddly, it's not audible. I mean, it probably is as a hum. I'm kind of surprised that the mic like cancels that out. Oh shit, what's our home planet? Unknown.
I do hope you take it.
What's our home planet? Now that's a fucking debate in itself.
I come from the planet Sausage, okay? We're a great and powerful species. God, playing older games is such a trip. Guess what the inventory key is, Dong? You're an older gamer. Give me your take. What's your thought on the inventory key?
It'll
It's
be
I?
won't it?
No,
Is
no,
it
it is
I?
not. It is not I.
Because normally it's like the furthest from the keys that you actually
No,
use.
this is
And
all
it's-
very, very reasonable keys. I should say this, every key here is very usable. I
On
want
all
you to
games,
guess
it used
what
to be
the use key...
UIRO.
No,
Use
it's still
key,
WASD.
Use, I'm going to guess at about a T.
Nope,
No. I can't remember.
it's the space bar. The space bar is the use key. Guess what the inventory key is?
Ah,
You'll love this bit.
C or V.
No, wrong to both of those.
Go on. I've not played any
It's
old
mouse
games
2.
in a
It's mouse 2.
How the fuck am I gonna guess that?
You weren't. I was gonna see how many attempts you gave it, but you gave up relatively quick.
Yeah, I'm not gonna guess when it's that.
I figured you'd
fucking
get
hell.
annoyed and be like, "Well, no, it's gotta be P." P? No, okay. I, J, maybe K.
Like, you see, sausage. I'm gonna now give Elon Musk a bit of slack. Because
Oh,
he
shit,
hasn't
we
played a
lost
game
tracking.
since 2004.
Cameraman's
And
falling
that's
asleep
why
on
he
us.
got confused. Because inventory was on mouse fucking 2.
Strangely enough, equip and non-equip, like for like what you're attacking with, is F and R. R equips your spell and F equips your hands. So honestly, all things considered, not a terrible shakeup. Yep, I can choose to just bail on this shit and go over to this creepy locker over there to become a Jedi. But fuck being a Jedi.
It's kind of... one of the things that I've always been interested in is the history of ergonomics. And one of my friends, Stuart, who passed away a few years ago, he was quadriplegic for about 15 years, but I've known him for years. And we worked in a lot of eye tracking and stuff like that so that he could still use computers, because he had a master's in computer science. Really, I miss Stuart really heavily. But the interesting thing that always got us was controller design, game controller design.
Oh yeah.
Game controller design peaked with the Super Nintendo, because
You think?
after the Super Nintendo, yeah, every
Nah.
modern day every modern day controller layout is based off the Super Nintendo, and it is. Xbox, PlayStation, modern day controllers are. Whether you like it or not, that's the way it is. So Nintendo created the best layout possible for a controller. And then they turned around and went, yeah, fuck this, we're going to create the N64 controller. What the fuck? And then the GameCube controller. I have no idea what they were smoking. But trust me, I think it might have involved horse semen. Yeah. It's just...
It's always a little bit of horse semen at the end of the day.
You want to make it out of here alive?
But yeah, it was just, we have the ultimate controller layout. How do we improve on that? Oh, here's the N64 controller. Whereas Sony doubled down on what Nintendo had created. Used exactly the same layout, added thumbsticks, added shoulder button, but they just doubled down on Nintendo's perfect controller layout. And Xbox obviously continued that. But it all started with the Super Nintendo controller.
Riveting gameplay. Who needs actual hit chance or anything like that when you can roll a dice every time you swing your sword on if it actually hits or not? It doesn't actually matter that I'm aiming at him. Just that I'm holding down the click button. I love older games, bro. Older games just have there's something special to them.
Have you tried Half-Life 2 RTX yet?
I have it added to my Steam library. Hey, get fucked. Oh wait. How do I block? Yeah, get fucked. Yeah, beat his ass. I'll take that. Okay, so how do I open that to get to the boss fight that's happening behind? Eh, fuck it, who cares? I'll go this way. There's one person here with
You're
me.
a little short for a mercenary, aren't you? Not to mention late for the battle.
She said
the
the
Endar Spire is
thing!
all but lost, I'm afraid. But Taris, in all her gleaming beauty, might yet be saved. Find Chancellor Vendors. He won't let Taris go down without a fight.
Chancellor Verdes. And that's it. Welcome, rise and shine, fellas, for it is a new day on Terrace.
Chancellor... Sorry, what was that Chancellor called?
You're awake. It's nice to finally
That's a
meet.
great
It's been a few
question.
days, I haven't slept since the attack.
Chancellor
We had him in a
Varys.
box to
Yeah,
When the
Varys.
Sith
Yeah, that
bombarded
sounds
the
about
city,
right.
He destroyed
Yeah,
my
yeah.
facility. With help,
Sounds
I was able to get
Canadian.
you out of there. Don't worry about it. I don't expect any payment.
Like
True, we
Anyone
can
you know
blame
can
the
add to my personal
Canadians.
He asked me to give you his data tag when he woke up. It should tell you how to find him. Good luck out there. Good luck out there.
Oh, bet. Good luck to you too, bro. Whoa! Take a look at it, fellas. In stunning, not quite HD graphics. This is genuinely impressive. None of these are actual assets from the game. These are all just new assets that they made and placed for this. Just a dead raccoon. Pretty sure this is like the cantina. Store is locked.
Hey, watch where you're stepping.
This area is off limits. Go find shelter elsewhere. Okay. Can't leave yet. Pretty sure I befriended
There
these
you
guys.
are. I was afraid you'd end up like the others. My name is Gizeki. Dr. Zelka and I brought you here after Taris was bombarded.
They don't have proper cutscenes in
You're
this,
probably
so they just gotta freeze you in
After
place
you
and let you
soldiers
listen to the
dropped down from
dialogue
those
on
escape
speech.
pods, the Sith realized there were survivors, and the fleet that was blockading the planet.
It's
opened
so
fire
crazy
on
to
us.
look at like what actually ended up becoming like the norm for video games. It's so insightful. It's like,
And
oh,
people
okay,
will
this is
get
kind of like
desperate
where they started to get the idea. It cuts to my character and I'm just introducing Clown Warrior, reporting for duty. I think tab is how I do that, yeah.
There are a few standing buildings here.
Oh, it's even better when I rotate.
The last bastion of hope, Shade Vendors, the Chancellor's.
I'm ready to take down anybody with my frog legs. I am capable.
I know this doesn't
Capable and ready.
One of few remaining
Ready for what? I'm not quite sure, but I'm ready for anything. Look at that.
But I was hoping you could help us.
Feel like there's some music we need to
We're going
that.
to need your help. And as it stands, you need ours. Most of the Sith that survived are taking
Fantastic.
what ships are left. But
Just
we
let
have
me
one
and my
advantage.
frog legs do the
It's
work for
only
you
way off of
guys.
this planet, and we have a few peacekeepers at the moment, mostly Sith troopers who are defecting after being left here.
Pretty sure this is just the Tatooine
I
expansion.
need a soldier, a warrior, someone to escort me to find some old contacts of my father. I have to bring order back to the city if there's any chance of rebuilding.
Oh shit.
Otherwise, we may as well just feed ourselves to the rat ghouls. Come with me. I have a plan.
Come
I
with
must
me, I have a
travel the
plan.
galaxy if I am
Fantastic.
to succeed. We'll be going to Tatooine first. The ship is just outside of here,
God,
and to
you
the
got
left.
Jar Jar.
I'll follow you.
Sorry,
I
just
did.
making
I picked Jar Jar. Okay, so she wants me to go on board there, but I'm gonna say fuck that shit. Yeah, who wants to go to Tatooine when there's so much other cool shit? Doesn't look like I can go there. Oh, she's following me now. She's like an actual companion.
I'm not sure I can help you, but I can try.
Oh shit. No, the first yawn is hitting me. What the fuck is down here? Dong, what did I tell you about destroying planets en masse?
Do it quickly.
Apparently not quickly enough. Here I am in the wreckage. Just a bunch of random trash piles.
You know what I love about this game? The high resolution textures.
Right? Oh shit, I got myself stuck. Get fucked, Dong. You ever see a frog fly? No, you have.
Why does he walk around like he's got, I don't know, Boss Nasty's dildo in his ass?
Oh my god, sneaking is a little bit better. More realistic this way. This is him in full sprint. Da 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 da. Batman! Batman! Said hi. Hey, my dude. How are you doing? Is that a person? No, that's just a ship. It's just this giant expanse of nothing. I don't know why they added it there. It's just like extra world building, but it's kind of neat. It's weird. There's like 1,000 mods put into this overhaul. This overhaul is just like a bunch of community works that people kind of just threw into. It was just one main quest, and then people just started adding in side quests, and now pretty much it's its own game. Sure, if we go through some of these offices, we'll find some other side quests to do.
Jar Jar does run like a Kardashian on wheels.
Don't get jealous. I lost everything to the attack. At least I'm not in the Undercity. I doubt the owners of this place will come back anytime soon. Oh, so they're just robbing this place. Ooh. Pretty sure I just pissed those guys off. Nope. I don't give a fuck. Let's take your water. Can I take your water? I can't steal their water! You fiends! Was a frog like me supposed to drink?
Good luck out there.
Oh yeah, this is the dude I spoke to. With most of Taurus missing, this is making me think perhaps I should complete this. Wait, this dude's in red. Means he's different. My energy shields kept most of the plazas safe, but it wasn't ready for this type of attack. Many of us Sith are questioning what to do next.
Hey, watch where you're stepping.
Okay. So much stuff. Yeah, I guess they got a lot of cleanup to do. So the only thing we really can do is continue with that mission. Or perhaps this is a train. And that takes us over to another section. This does not, in fact, seem to be a train station. Alright, to Tatooine we go.
What, you can get a train to Tatooine?
Are you okay?
Nah,
Something
plane.
on that ship
Or
must have
ship.
been damaged during the bombardment. Damn Sith. We're
You ever
alive,
seen a frog in the
and I
desert?
think I'm fine, just shaken.
To be fair,
Stand
though, the
around for
textures
me,
here
please.
really
I'll
aren't
meet you at
bad
the
in the
nearest
desert.
local bay in this town. And here, take this comlink in case I need to contact you.
I've seen a lizard in the desert, and trust me, the hot sand, it'll be fucking jumping.
By the stars, are you alright? Other than the gang fighting and the well, I don't see much of anything interesting going on here. Why don't you head on in through this? They're a gang of Rhodians here in Sanddriver, always causing a mess. They've basically taken over Rhodian district here in town. If you see any of them wearing the same outfit as this guy, they're bad news and be ready for a fight.
Boom. Alright. We are now equipped with the latest in blaster technology.
Talk is cheap.
Welcome to the medical bay.
Right
Sit
now.
down. And let me have a
The
look at
good
you.
doctor has tried to kill you.
I don't have one.
Right, dude, I'm gonna go and have some lunch and
Alright.
then,
Oh yeah, it is
disappear.
7. I should probably head off.
I'm ready. I've been up since 1 AM and it's now 1 PM.
No, I feel that. I have been up since 7 AM. This is 24 hours. Let's go, fellas. Easy dubs. Alright, night everybody. Night streams. Night dong.
Oh, always a pleasure, dude. Always a pleasure. I'll catch you
Hell
soon.
yeah, let's do this.